Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my stream. This is Steve DeLive doing commentary on Brooke. Yesterday's episode of Brooke on the 4th of July, annoying the hell out of Dave. She had been trespassed already from his property, had already gotten stuck in the bush. Dave had given her money, but not enough money for the AC, and she's on this like whole dilemma thing. So I'm just trying to get it to where he pays for the AC, and then that'll like wrap everything up in a nice little bow for you if you weren't familiar with the Saga, because it got like none of these videos even hit 1,000 views on her channel. So there you go.
To explain it, but and once again, I was willing to put that aside because I wanted to be around people, because in all actuality I love his mother and his daughter, and I wanted to be around people for the holidays. It helps me get over the fact that I'm not around my family, that I don't have any family, and what family I have is overseas. So it's hard.
It's overseas, apparently.
It's always I'm always on his time. I've said this before. I was talking about this the other day. Like, I don't have my own identity. I'm not allowed to be a person. I'm not allowed to voice any concerns. I'm not allowed to have feelings. I'm not allowed to ask to communicate over a subject. I'm not allowed to say, hey, this makes me feel uncomfortable. Can we talk for a second before we just head in there? No, that's not even an option. And so we've been fighting all fucking day.
I mean, you always fight with everyone every day, but okay. It's nothing new.
And he kept saying, so first of all, I was supposed to get my AC fixed on Thursday, but he caused a fight on Tuesday over the sticky briars. Remember that? And I actually was so depressed for a day and a half, I just laid in the car. Because that's how much it got me off track.
Because you got yourself stuck in a bush, and then you couldn't let it go that he didn't run out to save you because he was on the phone with the Pentagon or something.
Laid in the car. Honestly, I wanted to see if he was going to call the cops on me. That tells you a lot about a person. Anybody that is willing to send you to jail after they start fights, or anybody that's willing to put you in harm, regardless, as long as you're not hitting them, destroying their property, or doing anything like that. Like, if you're
he asked you to go, and you obviously didn't go. So you get trespassed when that happens. You can't just stay on someone's property when you don't have permission to be there.
arguing with somebody, it's
You think she would have learned this, but nah, she'll never learn that.
one thing. But arguing to lead to calling the cops, that's a whole nother
You call the cops on everyone.
thing. That's dangerous, And he did. He called the cops. I filmed it. And they took me by surprise, like the way that they came at me. They kind of cooled down, and I really appreciate them being cool. I think that it will not be the last time that they go to that property. He just moved in a month ago. Like, he hasn't had time to meet anybody and start torturing them yet mentally. So, and that's why I told that cop, I said, his last girlfriend committed suicide in our $1 million house. And that's what I told him. I said, thank you so much. Like, I'm gone. Like, y'all are doing me a favor. I don't need to be here. I put myself in a bad situation. I already said that I wasn't going to go back, and I did. I really wanted to get my AC fixed on Sunday because he had promised me that, and I need it done. Like, I'm desperate. I was willing to go through a week of mental fucking torture just to get it done, because that's how hot I am. And I am no better off now than when I got here. I'm actually worse off. I'm actually worse off. 10 times worse off. Like, I was actually happy before I fucking got here, despite the fucking 105-degree weather. Now I am miserable. Like, I feel really fucking sad that I allowed another person to do this to me. Like, I was really hoping that maybe some things had changed, but they haven't. And this is what I said the other day. They haven't changed. And I've got to stop putting myself in danger, thinking that things are
Hello. Thank you for the laugh and disco ball.
going to get better. Because it's absolutely danger. Anybody that calls the cops on you does not give a fuck about you. Point blank, period. Unless you did something to them.
Which you have, but okay.
Now, if I was out there whooping his ass in the front yard, trying to damn shove a traffic cone up his ass, that's one thing. But I didn't. Like, I wasn't like that. Now, was I a bitch through text message? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Were you there when you weren't invited and you weren't supposed to be? Absolutely.
But he can't even handle that. So why is it okay for you to bait me to another state, and when you can't sleep with me, you kick me out on the
Bait me to another state.
street in the fucking heat. And then 2 days later, after I come out of my mental despair, I come crawling back in hopes of feeling some kind of family relation, some kind of family bond with your family while I'm here, because I'm already fucking here, so I might as well celebrate July 4th. But we can't even make it out the door before you start your shit. And let me tell you something else that's very telling. So when I expressed to him that there was this girl, it's actually his daughter-in-law, and when I expressed to him how mean she's been to me in the past and how much I can tell that she, you know, I want the best for her. That's the thing.
See, when you tell Brooke to leave, she thinks that means go do your makeup and come back and yell at me. But that's not what Dave meant.
Like, these girls that come in contact with me that are maybe jealous of me or intimidated by me,
What's there to be jealous of? Oh, I'm so jealous that Brooke does black tar heroin and fucked her whole life up. Oh my goodness.
Talked about this a lot. I have pretty people problems, even though I'm not that fucking pretty. I don't even put that much weight in my looks, but other people do.
That's why you're a stripper. That's why you use your looks to get everything you want in life.
Other women specifically, and they treat me some type of fucking way because of it.
From an airplane.
Now, it's either my looks or my character. Either way, it's not good. I don't deserve to be bullied because somebody else is not happy and doing the hard work on themselves like I am. It takes a lot of fucking work. It takes a lot of fucking work to be happy. It really does.
Oh, I didn't realize that this was what happiness looked like.
And it starts within. And I have a problem with this girl because of the things that she said, the lies that she's told. She's told some of the most horriblest lies about me to other people. And 10 years later, I still have people coming to me saying, hey, this is what this girl said. Do you know that so-and-so said this? So it's just like, all I wanted to do was talk about it with him. And he blows up at me, barrels at me angry, and starts yelling in my fucking face. I immediately grabbed my shit and got out of there because I felt unsafe. Like, you're barreling at me. But here's the thing. It's okay for you to do that in my face. But if I say that you're a pussy because you're not able to communicate, then I'm the bad guy.
Just sounds like you shouldn't be there. Why do you keep coming back?
I'm the bad guy because I'm
She wants her AC fixed, that's why.
honest. Because you run every time you start a fight. And your way of punishing me is to leave me out in the fucking heat. Now, it was the same way 10 years ago. It was the same way. He used to kick me out all the time. I've probably been homeless before 40 times. He used to kick me out. We'd have an argument. He'd
And then you go to Randy's, right?
be pissed. He'd take my work from me.
And then Randy would kick you out and go to Dave's, and then back and forth, back and forth.
He like wouldn't allow me to go to work and then kick me out of the house. But now we can't do that because I have a house on wheels. So his power is not
That Randy owns.
as strong as it was before because I'm not living with him. I'm not relying on him for money. I'm not relying on him for anything. The only thing I wanted him to do was fix my AC and maybe show me that he had empathy and compassion and the capability to communicate, because this is what he's always done. He's always ran. And that's what he did. As soon as I grabbed my stuff and left, he fucking runs and cries to his family. Remember me the other day? I told you guys, I said, he's probably going to run to his family and play poor, pitiful me. Yeah, well, he done it to his fucking self. Am I a bitch? Absolutely. I am. Do I expect a lot? I don't think so. Bare minimum. Respect, loyalty, honesty. Simple
$300 a day for heroin.
things. Simple things. You to keep your word. That's pretty fucking simple.
Yeah, we watched that yesterday on the 4th. Is this still the 4th? Did we get through the 4th? No, this is technically still the 4th of July in Brookland.
So, the girl that I don't like, I'm just going to put it out there. I don't like her. I don't like her because she's fake. You know, and I even said it. So, he sends the girl.
Not Brooke, who pretends to be an expert at everything. Brooke's not fake at all, you guys.
That, you know, I'm having an anxiety attack because I want some reassurance. Like, I haven't seen his family in like 3 or 4 years. All I wanted was some reassurance. Say, hey, Brooke, it's fine. Don't worry. You look great. My mom, my daughter, they can't wait to see you. No, none of
He just needs to be a mind reader, you know. Whenever Brooke is in a mood, he needs to know exactly what to say to her.
that. Pay attention to what people are not saying more than what they're saying. And any time that he's ever brought me up in relation to his family and visiting his family, it's always felt forced, like it was a lie. It rolls off of his tongue like a lie when he says that his daughter asked about me or his mother asked about me. I'm not saying that they don't like me. I know that when I was around them, we absolutely had a decent relationship.
They probably did ask you, but they asked you probably like, how is that crazy meth head you used to date?
You know, but it was
has she tried to hit you up again? Keep her away from the grandchildren.
surface level, you know, and but like today when I'm having a panic attack and we're trying to head out the door, why not say, yeah, it's gonna be great, we're gonna have a great time? Like, none of that. It's
because you're stressing him the fuck out, dude.
never any of that. It's never any of what I need to hear. If anything, it's the worst possible fucking thing out of his mouth that he can say to incite anger out of me. It's like he intentionally pushes my buttons, and I there's only so much coincidence in life before you realize the pattern of behavior.
She froze or something.
And you realize that they're intentionally doing it to hurt you. So, what state do we want to go to? Because I am right by Maryland, D.C., West Virginia. I am going somewhere.
She's not going anywhere. She's lying. She's staying right fucking here, dude.
It's so hot. I actually might stay here till Sunday. I'm going to see if he'll at the very least do the right thing and show up and pay for my AC because, you know, he baited me up.
If he's going to do the right thing and come and pay for my AC. Well, he does because he's a simp or a sucker or something. I don't know. I feel like if Brooke actually had dirt on him, like dirt that anyone would actually care about, she would have already aired it. I don't think Brooke has the, I don't know, the patience for blackmail. I think she would jump the gun and just release all the blackmail, and then it'd be like, well, I don't have to do anything for you anymore because you just fucking said everything you were gonna say.
Here with hopes of getting laid, and then when he found out that I wasn't gonna sleep in his bed, it's been all downhill from there. And then, you know, it's just been one thing after another. And
but doesn't that just like, that's bad reinforcement? Because then Brooke's gonna think she can just come and do this whenever she needs something fixed. I wouldn't pay for it. Because it's just opening the door to her coming back. Fuck that. She needs to learn.
I can't be around somebody who doesn't have my best interest at heart, because I'm the type of person, when I'm around somebody, I have their best interest at heart. 100%. I want to feed you. I want to clothe you. I want to cook.
Except if you're her kids.
Cook you cakes and bake you, you know. I want to take care of people when I'm around people. That's just the type of person I am. I'm very giving. I'm very accommodating. You know, when I stay with friends, I clean their house and wash their dishes. Like, it's just the
No, that was your job, dude.
right thing to do. And I don't know, I'm too nice of a fucking person. I immediately allowed him to throw me out.
And not even, remember that time she said she was house sitting and she slept for multiple days and they came home early and everything was a mess, and she's like, well, you didn't tell me you were gonna come home early. So she just like wrecks the place until the very last day, and then she cleans it.
Out in the fucking field and run a piece of heavy equipment that I absolutely shouldn't have been running. And in 95-degree weather, mind you. You know, and I was supposed to be looking for a job. So I'm not even sleeping with this man.
But you wanted to, because you were like, I wanted to see if we could work the relationship out.
I'm not sleeping with this man. I'm not working for this man. But somehow, still and yet, I was out there doing work for him when I need to be doing
Because you offered.
work for myself. And that's codependency. I felt like since he had agreed to fix my AC that I was obligated to get out there and do that work. And he knows that. And I've told him that. I said, I don't like you giving me money. The only thing that I wanted was to fix my AC.
Oh, come with money. Don't do this, Brooke, you stupid lady.
The cash that he's gave me is going to go to bills. It's not even enough. It's not even half enough to fix the AC.
So we were going to get, you need more money. So you do want money. You just want more money.
So, you know,
Didn't even want money.
I didn't want that. What I wanted was somebody to listen to me, somebody to understand me.
You know, he's not your husband.
Monday, he threw
He's not your therapist. I don't know why he's giving you money.
Abuser up in my face. And when I tried to talk to him about the situation, and I told him, I said, I think you have one story in your head that you think is for real, that's real. I said, but I have a whole nother story that I feel like is the truth. And
that I feel,
there's no discussing it.
Listen to that. That I feel like is the truth. It either is the truth or it's not the truth.
And I told him yesterday too, I said, I don't even know anything about you. Nothing about your childhood. I don't know what your morals and values are. I don't know if you even believe in God. I don't know anything about you.
She told us she was with this guy for 13 years yesterday, but she doesn't know anything about him.
One thing that I thought I knew was that he was fake, that he would turn his back on me, betray me, and stab me in the back, and absolutely bait me up here, get mad at me, gaslight me, and then call the law on me to try to hurt me. I had a feeling because I'd already been through this before, but maybe I needed to experience it sober.
Team Brooke was disbanded long ago. Hey, Chris.
My devices are not charged. That's another thing. I have so many to charge, and it aggravates me living out of my car like this when nothing is charged.
Who decided to live in the car, bro? Who sold their tiny house and wasted 40 grand in a year? Who did that again?
Something that kind of flashed back to me today is like, how I said something. I said, you want to hurt me. You want me to do bad. You don't want me to ever open my own business. You don't want me to ever graduate from
What kind of business do you think she would open?
college. You don't, or like go back and get another degree. You don't want me to do anything like find a career or...
She has so many fake degrees, quote unquote. Sports medicine, marketing, horticulture, paleontology, the Bible. She didn't finish the Bible. She was gonna go for agricultural business or some shit.
Or excel in life. You don't want that. You want me to sit here and rely on you for groceries. That's it. You think that, I mean, and that's the truth. That's what it was for, you know, the half a decade, the 4 or 5 years that I lived with him. Like, he literally did the bare minimum, and now my bare minimum requires the actual bare minimum. Like, back in the day, I thought it was the bare minimum. I thought he was the boyfriend that he should be because I was shooting dope and I was gaslit into believing that that was a healthy, normal relationship. And I had everybody around me telling me that I was blessed to be living in $1 million house and be dating this guy. And in all
It's not $1 million house. I just feel like I gotta say that because she says it a lot.
actuality, he's held me back. Knowing him has absolutely held me back.
The makeup, yeah.
I've had a lot.
Well, she was trying to woo over Dave and go to the 4th of July barbecue or whatever, but he trespassed her instead. That's why she's all done up.
Of friends over the years jealous of some of my
She looks scary with makeup on.
old flings, whatever you want to call them, old relationships. I don't know what to call them. Learning experiences, my old
Great
learning
shout.
experiences. There we go. My stepping stones towards the person that I actually need to be with. The person that would show up for me if I was broke down on the side of the road out of fucking gas. Or show up if I had a flat tire. Definitely not call the police on me.
She did that though. She pretended she was broke down on the side of the road during this time. I don't know if she's gonna get into that now, but she told us that at some point. I don't know if we skipped over it yesterday because I had to cut things down for time.
I'm not gonna lie, I was egging it on. Because I wanted to see if he would. I want to see your character. Show me. Because obviously I haven't learned my lesson by now. So go ahead and call him. And he did.
So you told him to call the cops. And then he got mad when he did. I'm not leaving. You want me to leave? Call the cops. Call the cops, Dave. okay, can you get this crazy woman off my property? And then she's like, oh, no. And Nikki, thank you for the high five.
I slept in my truck last night. I mean, I normally sleep in my truck. I live in my car full time.
Yeah, and you said you were already sleeping in your truck anyways, and not in Dave's place.
And, you know, he told me last night, he said, I'm going to wake up. We'll go get some cake mix so you can make me a chocolate cake for the 4th.
No, that's what you said you wanted to do.
So at 7:30 this morning, I hear his car pulling out the driveway. I'm asleep in here. And I'm like, oh, well, what happened to going to getting cake mix? And what happened to us getting Starbucks coffee and da-da-da-da-da? I guess,
You didn't want to get Starbucks coffee the other day, the first day, so we figured you probably didn't want to be disturbed. Dude, come on now.
You know, like I said, there's never any time for me. Plans that were made the night before, those are null and void the next morning. If he gets a wild hair and wants to go do what he wants to do.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. If he wants to go get a coffee before you wake up because it's 6 a.m. and you said you don't wake up at 6 a.m. Or you tell us you wake up at 4 a.m. all the time, then he can go do that. You're making problems out of nothing. You're creating problems out of thin air.
And, I don't know, maybe, I think I might have talked about this like 6 months ago when I came to visit him in DC. I said that I thought maybe, I'm not saying for sure, I'm just saying that maybe he was doing a little coke or something, like because that was his thing back in the day. And I thought that maybe he had sobered up, but his erratic behavior in DC led me to believe that he was still up to something. And so I stopped talking to him for 3 months, and then we picked right back up where we had left off. And I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I don't know why I would tell somebody that I don't feel good, that I'm dehydrated, that my back hurts, that I'm having health problems. Like, I'm still not hydrated from being out in the heat for 3 weeks. When you're setting out in it on a daily basis, you're never fully hydrated. And I kept telling him, like, I don't feel good. I need to rest. I want to eat. I need to focus on eating because I haven't been eating much.
She was all happy. She was like, hey, y'all, we're going to go do a billy goat in the bush today. It's so fun. I've been having the greatest time of my life out here.
2 days this week without even eating from stress. So I'm like, I need to focus if I'm going to see your family tomorrow, and I need to focus on my health. He don't give a fuck. He wants to go to town and go shopping at Target and go here and go there and this and that. And it's like, if I'm telling you that I feel this bad.
Brooke just wants Dave to sit at home and watch her act dramatic on the couch or something. Like, oh, what's going to happen? What are we going to do? What the fuck? He's not stopping his life for this shit. Come on, dude.
And you know that I've been living and trying to survive hand to mouth for the past fucking 8 months. I just felt like he was asking so much from me. And all I wanted was just normal. I just wanted to fucking, like, chill. Like, I don't know. I said a lot of mean shit, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, I was definitely egging him on. I was like, call the cops, call the cops. I wanted to see what he would do. And he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do.
He did what you told him to do. If someone's, like, not leaving and they're saying call the cops, I'm assuming they're not gonna go unless I call the cops.
So what it was we were walking out the front door at 1 o'clock. His family's down the road on the same property. They all live on, like, this big farm or whatever. And we're walking out the door, and I told him, I said, I'm seriously having a panic attack. I said, I feel some type of way about going over here. I said, I feel like I'm being fake by showing up and trying to build a relationship with his daughter-in-law when I know that she said unsavory things about me. I said, it just makes me feel fake. That's all I was saying, is that it makes me feel fake to go over there and say, hey, how are you doing? How you been? How's your kids? How's, you know? And all I was trying to do was express to him that I was uncomfortable and that I was going to try to push it out of the way for the better good of everybody, and to be, you know, because I've never caused any kind of scenes in front of his family or anything in years.
She was probably rambling like this, and Dave just shrugged and said, okay, you don't have to go. I'm going to go. See you later. And she's like, what? What?
The opposite. And he immediately says, you don't talk about her.
Yeah, don't talk shit about his family. Dude, I mean, it's pretty common sense, right? She says she has a bunch of it. She wants to bottle it, sell it. She'd be a millionaire. She could sell her common sense. It doesn't seem to have much.
So listen, when he first said that, I really didn't think much. But later throughout the day, my gears have been turning. Just 3 years ago, he was talking shit about this lady. Just 3 years ago. So I don't understand. You know, my confusion. Maybe things change. Maybe she's a whole new person now. That's all I was looking for. That's exactly what I was looking for. Am I going to have this issue going over here with this girl? Is she going to treat me some type of way because she's not happy with herself? And she's upset with the choices she made in life and the person she married and the kids she had. Do I have to deal and worry about animosity? That's all I was looking for, was validation, some reassurance that everything was going to be fine, that his family was excited to see me because I was excited to see his mother and his daughter. So, no. No. He immediately jumps down my throat and says, you don't talk about her. Ooh, really? When we start this? I missed the fucking memo, because just 3 years ago...
You went missing for 3 months, remember?
You were talking about how she was a gold digger. How
3 years ago is a long time and you're not together anymore.
she don't come from nothing. You know, the fakeness of
Yeah, Heather was pretty wild this week.
fucking people. The fakeness.
We got James tonight for B-sides. He was pretty crazy. He's losing his mind in Louisiana. He's got a big beard again now.
And it's not that I don't like the girl. I actually feel sorry for the girl. I feel really sorry for her. Could you imagine being married into a fucking family like this? Like, oh, your father-in-law being some cokehead that works for the fucking Pentagon in a trailer out in the middle of fucking Virginia?
Sounds very believable, right?
I don't know if he's on drugs, y'all. I'm just being facetious because his behavior.
What's the higher probability, that he's just on drugs or he works for the Pentagon? I wonder what he actually does. If he actually works for the Pentagon, why is he messing around with Brooke?
You know?
Seems like such a liability.
Like, it's the crispy socks for me.
Like, what if there's sensitive government data on his computer? Brooke gets mad and just throws it into the river or something. What would he say to his boss? Yeah, sorry, I don't have, like, the mission details anymore because Brooke threw my computer into the lake.
I talked about that when I was in D.C. He left socks on the floor that literally stood up on their fucking own. How long have you had them damn socks on, bro? Because we gonna need to damn get a what's the feet people? Podiatrist? What's the feet people, y'all? Somebody let me know in the comments. What's the feet people?
Feet piece.
We gonna have to get one of them up in here. What are you doing? It was just, in the whole weekend in DC, he was like wanting to go. Like, we didn't even have a minute to like breathe and drink a water from all the running we were doing up and down the streets of DC. And I'm just like, I don't know, dude. My anxiety can't do that. I have to have a period of time to rest and relax in between everything I do. It's just an unfortunate thing. I need to sit back and analyze life before I make any rash decisions.
How many hours did she sit back and analyze life on this day? I swear it was like 10 hours.
But yeah, to defend somebody that you've never been cool with, somebody that's talked crap about you, that you've talked crap about, and I wasn't even talking crap. I was stating facts. I feel uncomfortable. She's told lies on me. She's spread rumors about me. She's bullied me to my fucking face and made me... I asked him, though. I said, when are y'all getting married? I have a bad habit of testing myself and things that I already know, things that I've already been through, lessons. Earth out there for those that are in America, for those that are USA bound. What are y'all doing for the 4th? I know Kimberly, Australia. It's probably just a regular old Thursday over there. It's so hot here, 95 degrees. Oh, what I was saying earlier, it felt like every time that he would try to like say something positive, it felt like a lie. Does that make any sense? It felt like he was forcing it off of his tongue. I think that that's like really important. I need to pay attention to that more.
That's just your opinion, though.
because people's body
You're not a psychologist.
language has a lot to do with what they're telling you. You ever notice like guilty people that like testify on the stand? They'll be like, no, I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. That's very common. I've seen that so much. People that are like testifying or like claiming that they didn't do anything, they're shaking their head like they did. That's huge. That's body language. People tell you a lot without telling you anything, and it's sometimes what they don't say more than what they actually say. And that's what I'm saying. When he would talk to me to try to reassure me, because I'm the type of person, if I need reassurance, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm feeling some type of way, and I just need to hear I'm cute right now. And so
So fucking annoying.
I tell, like, I'm very verbal in what I'm feeling, what I need, you know, and I'm not that needy, actually. I'm actually usually
No, from this whole rant, I can tell she's totally not needy.
I'm actually usually the one that my partner is coming to me saying that, like, I need attention. So I'm not that needy, you know, but I was having a panic attack. I haven't seen his family in like 4 or 5 years, and I definitely wanted to see his mom and his daughter. So of course I'm gonna feel some type of way because it makes me nervous. And when I voiced that concern and said, hey, I'm really nervous, like I can't even fucking breathe, I can't find anything, I couldn't get my eyebrows to go on right, my eyeliner was crazy. It was one of those days, girls, you know, it's like bad hair day, bad eyelash day, mascara all clumped up. Y'all know what I mean. When it all goes bad, it all fucking goes bad at once. And it was all going bad at once. And I just wanted some reassurance. But this man is incapable. It's always been that way. It's nothing new. I knew this before I put myself in this situation. But I was really hoping to get my AC fixed. I mean, I don't want him to die. Even though he might deserve it, I don't want him to. That's not my choice. That's above my pay grade. All I know is that his ex-girlfriend, well, the girlfriend he was with that hung herself in our $1 million house, I know that she had kids. And I think I might have somewhat of an idea of what she was going through when she did what she did. And she was in deeper than I've ever been in deep. Yeah, I dated him for
How long? How long is it going to be this time? 13 years, 17 years, 4 or 5 years?
half a decade, but I was never in deep like she was in deep.
Half a decade this time.
She was living in his house, working for his company, driving his car with her kids. Do you know how hard it is to leave this type of situation with kids and when everything is in somebody else's name? People that are happy don't themselves on a whim like she did. She was going through something, and she had been going through it for over a decade. And I feel horrible for her and her kids. And you would think something like that would make a man look at his life and say, hey, damn, did I contribute to this at all? Did any of my actions contribute to her death?
It's kind of none of your business, though, Brooke. So maybe he doesn't want to talk about it to you because you're just going to say everything on the internet like you're doing right now. So I wouldn't tell you.
Did my behavior, did my words, did my lack of emotion and emotional connection add to her pain? Some people, they just don't have the awareness to do that.
Just like Rev shouldn't have told Shani that he slept with his mom in the same bed till he was 19. That's very strange. But, like, yeah, I can get why David's not telling you his life secrets.
And that makes me angry, and then I lash out. I'm gonna be honest. I say some mean shit, y'all. I really do. I don't want to. I feel like, you know, I feel like my pride is hurt. Like I'm embarrassed.
So that gives you the right to be a bitch?
After I said that I wasn't gonna put myself back in the situation, I do it again. Knowing good and well that this motherfucker ain't made no damn changes. Like, hoping, but knowing good and well in my deepest hearts of hearts.
What's it doing his mom? Scary
Something
times.
else that I was thinking about the other day is like how bad it could be like if I like lived with him out here. And my therapist, I called her yesterday and talked to her for like an hour and a half. She said that some abusers use isolation as a tactic. Like, they want to isolate you. They want to get you away from, like, the rest of society or your friends or your family or whatever. Like,
You wanted to do that with Dave. Dave is off doing his own thing in the woods. He's building a bunch of decks for some reason all over the place. You came to him and was bitching about his family and kind of hinting that he didn't want to go to the 4th of July thingy because you were like, why would he be complaining so much about it? So you're kind of wanting to get him away from his family. Go fuck off, Brooke. Get out of here.
that. And this area is perfect for doing that. Like, absolutely perfect. There's nobody out here. There's nothing even close to you for like 30 minutes. So it's the perfect area to isolate someone. And, yeah, perfect area. Places like this, they don't have...
It's hard to tell with Brooke because I don't know if she just gets angry, says shit she regrets, and then blames it on mental illness. Or she is just a little mentally ill as well.
women shelters. They don't even have homeless shelters in cities like this. Like, it's the sticks. Did y'all see those dogs? Did y'all see that? Those 2 dogs go by in the back of that truck? They were so cute.
Got her out of her mood, apparently.
Could you imagine being married to somebody, the damage that they could do with the cops? I'm sorry, I'm reminiscing on, like, it wouldn't be hard to, like, hurt your spouse if you're married. Like, get them locked up or get them thrown in the damn penitentiary or get them thrown in a mental hospital or...
That's what she was trying to do with Randy.
I don't know. I don't think it would be that hard. That's scary. That's super fucking scary. Why did the cop come up talking about crazy shit? Did y'all see that? Why did he come up talking about crazy shit?
He wasn't talking about anything crazy.
He said, I said, my brother. He said, who is he? Like, you don't even know. What are you doing right now? Who gave you a fucking badge? You don't even know the circumstances of why you're here? Like,
He thought that she was his brother? Like, the cop thought that Brooke was Dave's sister?
what the fuck, man? I gotta go back and rewatch that because it was so funny.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, God. And he was calling me by my first name, so I guess that he stopped by there to talk to my ex before he'd come over there. Because he knew my first name, which is weird because nobody knows my first name. But, he's like calling me down because I was trying to back out. I was leaving. I ain't got nothing to say to you motherfuckers. Like, you notice they didn't even check my insurance. They didn't check nothing. They didn't even run my driver's license. He just handed it back to me and said, you're free to go.
Yeah, if they ran it, they probably would have seen all the drug charges and stuff. Driving with license revoked, they probably would search the car. And you have weed in the car. And you were in Virginia. I really wish they would have searched your car.
Really? Guess who just texted me?
Dave, the evil man that you still need $1,200 for him to fix your AC while you talk mad shit about him online.
So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I was supposed to be at work. I was actually supposed to be auditioning, finding a new place. I found out today, though, that Virginia, you do not have to pay any money to work in the state of Virginia as a dancer. Now, you have to get hired, you have to audition, but you don't.
Anyone asking who this is getting blocked. No one else on any other YouTube channel that I've ever seen goes in and asks this 20,000 times. Figure it out. Don't ask. You're getting blocked. Like, it's so fucking insane to me.
Have a permit. Certain cities and states like Georgia.
You don't know me. Why are you asking? You don't know Brooke? Just leave.
Worked in Georgia before.
Like,
I worked in.
It'd be different if you're a regular viewer of mine or something and you're like, Steve, who is this? If you don't fucking know me or Brooke, get out of here.
Atlanta. Paid $370 for a permit to work down there for like 2 months.
Can't read channel names.
Waste of money.
Can't read titles.
You have to.
Can't take 2 seconds to go look at other videos. Like, get out of here. Sorry, it just annoys the fuck out of me.
The city, give over your information, and social and all of that, and then you get hired. They give you a permit specifically for one business. You can't just hop around like you can when there's no permit laws in certain states. So like Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida, you don't have to have any kind of special license to go and work. But other states like Georgia, you do. And I think Tennessee too, but I could be wrong about that. If somebody knows, let me know in the comments, because that's definitely my kind of place to go and work. Most definitely. Somewhere in the woods, in the cut, away from the city.
Yeah, but you guys weren't, the first thing you said wasn't, who is this? 12 times. Like, if no one answers, don't keep asking. You're obviously annoying. So, like, it's fine if you just landed here and you want to see what's going on. That's what a normal person does, not demand answers from me.
There's some nice ones out there, but you have to be careful because there's a lot of bad ones. Just as many bad ones as good ones. And that's another thing. I should have paid attention to the fact that I kept asking about a job at one of his brother's clubs. He owns like 3 or 4 up here in Virginia. And I kept saying, hey, do you know if I need a permit? Do you know if he'll hire me? Do you think that I can just go in and get hired? Like, I was asking how I could get a job up here. And he kept beating around the bush, which leads me to believe that he never intended for me to work. And judging by the fact that he threw me out in a fucking field on Monday, when I was supposed to be up in Richmond looking for work, that tells me all I need to know. He never intended for me to come here and work. He intended for me to come here and jump back into a relationship with him, in bed with him. That's exactly what he expected.
Mama mia.
When I've already made it perfectly clear that I'm not going down that road again. People just don't listen. It's not my fault. At all. The problem is that he lies so much that he can't trust what anybody else says. He always thinks I'm lying because he lies, projecting. I'm looking for these screenshots.
I want to see screenshots. I don't remember seeing screenshots before. Screenshots of Dave's text messages?
So we were talking about Baltimore, Maryland the other day. And the thing about that is that I don't think that area is too safe. I'm reading the reviews online, and it doesn't seem safe. It doesn't. Every club that I've looked at in the Baltimore area.
For threatening to gut kids like fish out of school.
I don't think that you could even pay me to go into it. Like in advance. Like, you couldn't give me $10,000 in cash to walk in there. Oh, the other one was Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach! I forgot! Oh, I forgot. Virginia Beach. Shit, I'm gonna be hot no matter where I go. There was another one that I was really interested in called Headlights Granby Gentlemen's Club. It looks so cool. There's one in West Virginia, but I don't know if they have permit laws. You have to call. The best thing to do is to call the club and ask, like, hey, do I need a special permit? I really wanted an apology, because he really let me down about 5 years ago, and it fucked up my life, and it impacted my life, something that impacted my life for the rest of my life. And I suffer on a daily basis because of it. And all I wanted was to know that he was never going to do me like that again, that he was not going to betray me, that he was going to keep his word, that he was going to try to communicate, try to talk about things before it got blown out of proportion. But some people are quite content with just being in any relationship, even if it's fucking misery, right?
I'll play. This is the one time I'll play it, because I'm only gonna go for a couple hours today, so this is like the halfway point. I downloaded it. Did I download it? I did download it. Okay, good. So it's not gonna mess the internet up. Hold on. It's opening. Sam Page, where are you? Here's Sam Page. This is what happened. This is why she's in jail right now. She was evil.
Let me show you a picture. This is a picture of Heather Brooke Clark.
The sheriff says a woman with a long criminal history is back in jail.
Mrs. Clark has been previously charged with assault with a deadly weapon, simple assault, burglary, felony drug possession, DWI, child abuse, inflicting serious injury, and communicating threats.
A Rockingham County woman is facing serious charges tonight after deputies say she threatened to carry out violence against McMichael High School.
She is accused of threatening students at a high school.
She made violent threats towards students. 37-year-old Heather Brooke Clark posted a live video to social media about how she would kill students at McMichael High School.
The threats were made were so graphic that I can't say them on TV today.
This is your children in the street behaving this way. You better get them before they come back to you in a fucking box. I will gut your goddamn children like fucking fish in the street. Your children deserve to be fucking beheaded.
She's now in jail on a $500,000 secured bond. She could face up to 2 years in prison if convicted. Page says students at McMichael High School were on a brief lockdown while investigators were at the school.
Clark never entered the school building, but she's now barred from school property across the county.
What she did yesterday will not be tolerated. We will protect our schools. We will protect our students and our staff at our schools. This young lady right here, she committed a crime, a serious crime. I'm going to tell you about the response. And officers took this person into custody. They were in a parking lot, and the horn started beeping. The camera started going. And we felt like people appreciate what we do. We heard it. I listened to the video. You gotta watch this. You cannot believe this stuff.
I listened to the video. That's our Sam Page. Anyways, that's why she's in jail right now. Court. Well, the trial's set for November 16th. They're gonna do a check-in on November 2nd to see if everything's set for it. And if everything goes according to plan, I'm gonna go down there and we're gonna see. Well, I'm gonna see it firsthand. I'll report to you guys what happened.
Rather than actually working towards a good relationship. Does that make any sense? I feel crazy because I am.
Yeah.
I say all
crazy.
the time that the majority of people jump into relationships that they shouldn't even be in because they're not emotionally responsible enough to be in that relationship. So they get in a relationship and then they start dragging people down with their bullshit. And I've done it before. I've absolutely been that person before. If you don't want to work on communication, if you don't want to empathize, if you don't want to have to be there for somebody, if you don't want
Yeah, no problem.
to have...
There's other videos too. If you go to like the shorts page on my channel, there's like super condensed versions of her escapades. I did a 30-minute edited video about the day she got arrested. If you're interested in that, I have to do more long-form edited videos, but there's a lot of shorts of Heather in between, like, Brooke in between Heather Gillespie stuff.
Have boundaries with somebody. If you don't want to show somebody respect, just don't even get in a relationship. Point blank, period. Because it's not about you. It should be about the other person and you. But I'm so gaslit that I put the other person before me before I even put myself first, and that's where things get bad, because then I start taking it personal when they're not treating me how I'm treating them.
Yeah,
and then I get upset and get petty, and I'm just being honest, and that's what I don't want. But in order for me to grow, realizing that I have problems, realizing that I've been the problem, you know, admitting to myself that I cause more problems for myself, that's the way that you grow. That's the way that you grow. I don't know. I don't quite understand what you mean, but I'm sorry that you got here kind of late and you don't know what's going on, but...
That's what I feel like every day. This, because there's a lot of people do like, you're watching the same video again. This was requested. People wanted a throwback to July 4th. So that's why I gave the people that wanted. People gotta calm down sometimes.
Yeah. You know,
She was so much nicer about it back in the day. Now, what was her favorite line? She was like, if you don't got enough skin in the game, then you don't deserve to talk. And then she would block everybody.
I think that some of the most important skills that you'll have when it comes to having another partner is communication and empathy, understanding. I think that, like,
Yeah, her channel's still up.
When you want to love someone and you start to love someone, you start to understand them by understanding what they've been through, what they've lived through, what their dreams are, what their future plans are.
Hey,
if
Louie.
I look at you and I tell you that I'm going to be a millionaire someday and you laugh in my face.
I would too, though. Where did that even come from? Did you say it out of the blue like that? I'm going to be a millionaire one day. I would have to look away if I didn't want you knowing I'm laughing.
That's probably not love, in my opinion. Either you want me to fail, or you think... I know exactly what it is. He wouldn't want me if he thought that I couldn't do it. But he will never allow me to do it because he doesn't want me to be able to stand on my own 2 feet, because he wants to keep me weak. He wants to...
So Dave is like, I want a woman who has the potential to be a millionaire, but I'm not going to let her be a millionaire. That's his kink?
He wants to keep me under his power and control. But here's the thing. He would never want me if I wasn't capable of doing the things that I want to do. Does that make sense? But
doesn't make
he'll snuff
sense,
it out of
no.
me. He'll never allow me to do that. I'll never have any freedom if I was with him. If I was in that situation and back in that house,
Tinkerbell hippie.
I would never have any freedom. I would never have my own money. I would never be allowed to work. I would never be allowed to be happy. If you have a problem, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. I'm going to pray for you. People are so funny. So funny. So funny. Why are you here? If I'm the problem, why are you here? If I'm such a problem for you, why are you here? Why do you keep coming back to my channel if you're not interested? Why do you keep coming back?
Yeah.
Why do you keep coming back to my channel? I feel so sorry for you. You're probably some teenage kid judging about... Let me go look.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why she thinks everyone harassing her is a kid. I think she just really hates kids, so she wants to fight with kids. It's easy to beat up a kid. So...
Oh, wow. You've been all over my channel. I didn't even realize that. That's how insignificant you are. You've been commenting on my shit for months, bro. I didn't even realize.
She's doing the audit.
Poor pitiful you. So I'm glad that you could come to my live and be sad. I'll pray for you, whoever you are. I was gonna block you, but you keep coming back to my channel and commenting on my stuff and giving me views, so I'll leave you for now.
Let's see how long that lasts. I'll give it 3 minutes.
I can't look at your channel, but I'm pretty sure you're probably some fucking gamer in your mom and daddy's basement with no life as well. Yeah, I have no life. Yeah, I'm homeless. Yeah.
Hey, at least that guy has a basement.
I can hear fireworks, you guys. That's what we should do. We should go see fireworks. I haven't seen fireworks in a while. The last time I saw him was with this guy, and it was like 3-4 years ago. I met him up in Kernersville by our house. I really was hoping that, like, I don't know. I get to where I guess it's because of the changing that I've seen myself do in the past couple of years. And also...
No, but for real, like, if I had to choose between living in my mom's basement or fucking my uncle and living in a car, I'd probably choose to live in my mom's basement.
So...
Right. I think
being
most of us
sober, like... I always think that other people are out here working hard on themselves. I want to have faith in people. I want to see the best in people. Time and time again, obviously, look at this. People disappoint me. This is what I'm talking about. I can't even get a foot up in society because of people like this. You know, and then I have people like this that are supposed to love me, that are supposed to be my friends and family, saying the same shit. And then when I pull out my
Video game gooner, you're going to jail.
claws and I'm like, listen here, motherfucker. What we're not going to do today is be mean to Brooke, then I'm the bad guy. And it's always been like that. And I'm just going to keep pushing forward. Because obviously, there's something about me that just, I don't know, gets people going. So maybe I'm on to something. A lot of people lie to themselves. And I stopped accepting lies from people who lie to themselves a long time ago. And I saw through his lies, but I was going to hope that he was going to keep his word.
If I move back into my mom's place, 'cause my mom wants to get that house, remember? She's like, you could rent a room for $500. I'm like, I don't want to live with my mom. But maybe I could turn it into a content house and turn to like Viva La Bam so I can like save money, get out of debt, and then find a new place. I probably won't do that. But if I do, you guys will know about it.
I was hoping he was going to keep his word. And he will. He's already texted me. He'll text me in the morning. He'll text me tomorrow. He'll text me on Sunday an hour before the appointment, and he'll say, are you sure you don't want to get it done? By that time, I'll probably be in freaking Maryland or West Virginia or another city. You know, it's sad because I really needed a friend. I needed somebody who wasn't going to be fake, somebody that could just be honest. I just wanted to discuss everything that we've been through and everything that we don't want going forth further. It is so important to talk to your partner. Communication in a relationship is like literally number one. And I've talked about before how respect, loyalty, and honesty is all you need in a relationship. And your relationship should be good. But if you don't have communication, everything's just going to go to shit immediately. And that's what's happened. You have to build a foundation, and we never had a foundation. I said Tuesday that I felt like our relationship was completely surface level, and that his lack of empathy and understanding, you know, because he comes from money, he has money, and so we're from two different worlds. He's never been to jail. He's never been through anything other than maybe, you know, self-induced drug use. But
self-induced drug use opposed to what? You said, I forgot that she said Randy made her do drugs. He was looking at, wasn't he looking at jail time? There was a shooting at the club. He got sued. I think he got out of it. They were like, no, we're not going to sue you for $8 million. But things were looking pretty bad for Dave. How do we know he hasn't been to jail?
You know,
he lives in that kind of lifestyle.
He's never been through any traumatic events. His parents are still alive. You know,
his wife hung herself in the house.
Went to college and got a great job and has always had an fairly easy life. I'm not saying that he hasn't had hardships, but what I'm saying is we come from two different worlds. And when he met me, he was absolutely preying upon my vulnerability.
It's crazy that Brooke is like, yeah, this is a coke addict who lost everything when someone got shot at his strip club, and wife hung himself. He hasn't gone through anything, but I've gone through stuff. But, dude.
That day and time and age, because I was going through something where I needed a significant amount of money to help me out at the time, and he used that to his advantage.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly comes up sometimes. He comes through, rolls through.
And I have been through this twice in my life where people come into my life making me promises and telling me that they're going to be the person that I think they are, and that they're going to respect me and not cheat on me, and not verbally, mentally, emotionally abuse me or try to manipulate me for their own sexual perversion. And they do it, but they act like they're my savior because they're giving me money. Does it make it okay to abuse someone if you're paying their bills? That's my question. That's my question for you, since you obviously want to be in this conversation. Is it okay to
this is the story according to Brooke as well. Everything that you said, Brooke, you sounded like the crazy lunatic, and it's coming from your side, which isn't a good sign.
Abuse someone if you're paying their bills? Have you ever paid a bill?
It's time to someone in your chat, I think.
Have you ever paid a bill? Thank you, Jason. Thank you. I know it's not right, but I put myself back in that situation because I am desperate, because I am living out of my car, because I was really hoping that maybe he'd changed a little bit. Maybe time out in the damn wilderness changed his mind. Money does talk. He gave me money. It's not about the money for me. I want respect. I want loyalty. I want to be with somebody who's not going to get butt hurt that I won't fuck them on Thursday and calls the sheriff's department on me. I can go be with anybody for money.
The cockiness, man. Go do it then. Go find this great guy and go be with him. You can be with anyone, right? Anyone? And she said anyone. Go do it.
When I got clean 4 years ago, I cut so many people out of my life. Dozens, hundreds.
Hey, Patty.
People from the club, people that spent money on me on a regular basis, people that I thought I was friends with that always, you know, because they always gave me dope money. They always kept me high. Anytime I, you know, needed bill money, they were non-existent. But if I needed money for dope, they were always there. And when I got clean, I stopped talking to these people. And I tried to get away from dancing. I tried to go get a 9-to-5. I've been all over 5-6 states looking for work. Nowhere will hire me because I'm a felon, blah, 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 blah.
Twelve kids with Elon. Yeah.
Nothing has gotten easier.
Hey, he might.
Since I got clean, it's gotten harder. And cutting all of those people out of my life was the best thing to do because of people, places, and things. Because those people
Nouns.
absolutely would have led me back down the road of drug use. But there was 2 or 3 people that I used to be close with that I decided to try to make amends with, that I wanted to go and talk about things. I wanted to clear the air. You're supposed to make amends. You're supposed to go and be vulnerable and be real about what you've been through, whether it's your mother or whether it's a partner. When you are going through recovery, you're supposed to go and talk about things and try to come to a conclusion. Drug use leads to a lot of hurt. You hurt a lot of people when you use drugs, and you behave a certain way when you use drugs. And this man that I am talking about absolutely had a coke addiction. It is no secret. Everybody knows it. And he did things to me because of that addiction. And I absolutely did things because of my addiction. Now, wouldn't you think that if he's clean now and I'm clean, that the best thing to do is to talk about things, to communicate what maybe the future holds if he won't? I mean, he obviously wants me there.
No, he obviously doesn't. You were trespassed, and also maybe you're on different things of life. Maybe he doesn't want to relive his dope addict days. Maybe he's not at that point of recovery yet.
He wanted me to move in the fucking day I got there, and that's how I used to operate, but I'm not doing that anymore. I wanted him to prove himself to me. Pretty much. I mean, like, what, you want me? Yeah, okay, ooh.
He obviously wants me there.
Yay, AC, your house.
Fucking crazy thing to say, dude.
So I can just move back into another shitty situation where you're controlling my finances. So then I can't even make my truck payment because you won't let me work. So then my truck gets repoed and I'm actually stuck out there. It wouldn't be the first time. So no, if you're getting clean and you're going and you're trying to make amends and you're trying to talk to people about things that have happened and they won't allow that to happen, or they fight taking responsibility for their actions, or they're not able to be honest with you or themselves.
Oh, that was Diana Ricky. Diana Ricky's been live streaming recently. Like, she was live streaming last night. I don't know if she just moved into an abandoned house or if it was like a halfway house or something. She was in some house. Her stream was too glitchy to watch, though, so I don't know what's going on. I have a soft spot for Diana Ricky, though. Like, I don't like seeing her all messed up, so I don't really cover her anymore. I want her to get clean.
It's best to just end it right there, because no amount of evidence can convince someone who already, they just, some people are not able to, I guess, communicate. I don't understand it. I have to talk about things. My mind is going 1,000 miles a minute, always. Like, I have to talk about things. People just sweep shit under the rug.
Yeah, her channel name is Queen Artemis? I think that's still her channel name. Diana
and
Ricky's.
Just leave that purple elephant in the room, always. And I can't do that. I can't be fake like that. That's fake. That's so fucking phony.
It's just the expression's elephant in the room. It's not purple elephant in the room.
That's so phony. That's literally so phony. I can't.
I heard Cece had over 1,000 concurrent viewers. That's pretty fancy. Look at her go with her clot mots.
Oh, wow. He took advantage of a junkie. God. So, on Friday. So, you have to wait till Monday or Tuesday. And I guess that's what I'll be doing. I'm definitely going to go to the shop and see if I can't get my AC fixed. I don't know if I'll have the money to do it all, but I'm definitely going to go over there. But by that time, he'll be texting me, telling me that he'll meet me there to fucking fix it, because it's what he does.
Brooke is gonna go to the AC shop to get her AC fixed with no money, and then she's gonna be like, they're perverted and they wanted stuff other than money.
It's the manipulation tactic. I'll call the law on you one day, and then tomorrow I'll be your savior and come fix your AC. And I really don't give a fuck. The fact remains is...
She's so entitled. She's so fucking entitled, dude.
He's never going to grow up. He's not a man. He's not a grown man. He's a weak man. He's a simple-minded man. And I told him that. I said, all you care about is sex. All you care about is sex. If y'all can go find the videos from Culpepper from like 3 months ago, I went to Washington, D.C., and he got a Airbnb, and then he got pissed and...
She deleted these. They don't exist anymore. I would have loved to see them.
And got all pissy and kicked me out the room because I wouldn't sleep with him. And so I'm just like, you know, here's the thing though. If you've been raised that way to disrespect women in that manner, you don't know any better. And I truly feel like he's that dumb. There's a lot of men out here that just truly don't know how to respect women, especially obviously the younger generation, you know. They have no common sense, and not all. But
The younger generation. Dave is 58.
like, you see these videos of girls going to dinner with guys, and then the guy getting mad, being like, oh, you're not going to come back to my room? I ate a $12.50 chicken sandwich. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? I don't know. And that's the problem with hookup culture, because these motherfuckers nowadays absolutely are out here fucking everything raw. Women and men. I've never been like that. Ever. 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 Never. Ever.
Yeah, okay. I'd fucking highly doubt that, dude.
I actually have fear of STDs. Huge fear. Yeah, huge. And I preach on this channel about that. Are you motherfuckers not scared of fucking gonorrhea herpelitis? We got the ringworm going around now. The STD ringworm. Oh, goody. Goody. Even better. You can just get it from
I forgot that she was on this STD ringworm thing for a while.
touching. I told some dude at work, I told some guy at work that I was giving a lap dance last week. I said, he kept asking to kiss me. And I said, it's probably best if you not try to kiss every stripper that you come in contact with. Just a little word of advice. And then he asked me if he could lick my nipples. And I said, you know you can get herpes like that, right? Do you know that this dumbass son of a bitch didn't even know that? That is representation of the upcoming generation. They don't care that HPV is prevalent out here in the streets. They don't care that you can get fucking herpes from kissing or whatever else. They don't care.
From licking nipples, apparently.
Because they're just out here on Hinge and fucking Tinder swiping left and right. Sir, I think you have me mixed up with somebody else.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were a stripper. Because we were in a strip club and you're stripping. I don't know, what was I thinking, right?
Someone else. Why is this kid here? This is so funny. I love it. So you have HPV. He's not listening. He's that dumb. Y'all get it?
She must be a hoot.
So I feel sorry for people that assume shit. I just wish that I could go to his fucking page so I could dox him right now, because I know it's some little kid in his mom and daddy's basement.
Don't dox kids, maybe? You psychopath?
Wow. I look like I have HPV. Why are you here then? Because you want to fuck me? Because you're mad that I would never be interested in you. That's
He wants to fuck you, so he's gonna say you have STDs?
why. That's why you're commenting on my page. Because you'd fuck me if I was in front of you. You know you would.
This is how her mind works.
You'd love that, wouldn't you?
Fucking insane, dude.
Has anybody ever even touched that thing, though? Anybody ever touched it?
Oh, you think I look diseased? You must want to fuck me then.
Looked at it? Is it anything to even look at down there? Is there anything to even look at down there? You need somebody to touch your pee-pee. You're the exact type of customer that would be in a strip club begging to suck on my titty. So go suck on your mama's. How about that? Okay.
It's too bad you only make $30 a night and you had to quit and you are now just a miserable old hag on YouTube Live. Funny how that works, huh?
Fucking entertainment. I love it. I love it when y'all
Whoever was commenting, I bet gets more pussy than Brooke does dick.
interact. Good or bad, I don't give a fuck. I have never gave a fuck. Ever, ever, ever. But this kid's proven my point. This is what I go through in society. I try to express myself. I'm very rational. If I'm lying, tell me where the lie was. Just let me know if you ever.
You just made a whole bunch of assumptions about someone. What do you mean? It's maybe not an outright lie, but you can't just say assumptions are facts.
Ever hear me lying, or if I'm not clear, then let me know, because I'm a very open fucking book, and everybody that comes to my channel says that. Like, I'm very open about wanting to do better, and I'm also open about the fact that society keeps putting me in a box like this fucking kid is. You know what I mean? So if society is not going to give me a 9-to-5 job, what do I do? Because I still have bills, and I've spent approximately $32,000 since last October looking for a job. $32,000 since last October. I'm talking 3 to 7, 8 interviews in a day just to be told, no, sorry you drove from an hour away and wasted $40 in gas. Corporate says we can't hire you.
Blaming corporate.
And that's another thing. When I told my ex that, and I said, listen, I have an approval for a business loan, blah, 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 blah. I want to do something. He just looks at me like a space creature.
I would have loved to interview Brooke and just like record it, her craziness, and then be like, I'm not hiring you. And then she'd be like, what? I'd be like, would you hire you? And play the interview back and be like, listen to yourself. You're fucking unhinged. No, you want to know why people aren't hiring you? This is why.
Creature. It's what people don't say rather than what they say. He never had any intention of me opening my own business. He had no intention of me going to work in Richmond like we had agreed. He had no intention of keeping his fucking word. He just wanted to get me up here because he thought that it would be enough to break me down, because I've been sitting in the heat since November of
Nikki, thank you for the heart.
last year, you know, when my AC broke in July of last year. So, like, he thought that I was desperate enough to put up with his shit. That's absolutely what he was trying to do. And I'm glad that I didn't fall for it. I'm glad that I got the fuck out of there. I'm glad that the cops came, because that tells me all I need to know. Point in fucking case. No wonder I can't think straight, because I'm around people that treat me like this. You invite me up here to hang out with your family for the 4th of July, and because
No, that's not what happened, bro.
you don't get laid, you start a fucking argument. That's the type of person
You were talking shit about his family.
he is.
Had nothing about getting laid. Nothing to do with getting laid.
And I thought this. But I also thought that maybe, just maybe, me leaving the first time, because I left him like 4 or 5 years ago, I thought maybe me leaving, the impact of me leaving would be so significant that he had actually sat here for the past 4 years and worked on himself like I had been. But no. No, no, no. If anything, the behavior's gotten worse. I would feel like a piece of shit if I did 1/20th of the things that society or people that has been in my life have done to me. Absolutely. Like, I would never even think of some of the things that people have done to me, and I don't know where they come up with it, but it's all in the sake of trying to kill my spirit because they're jealous. I'm sick of being
Dave is so jealous of Brooke. He's got a killer spirit.
fucking nice about it.
Job at the Pentagon. He wishes he was a stripper. He wishes he was Magic Mike. So he's got to break Brooke's spirit. You're going to be working at the Pentagon with me, Brooke.
Like, that girl that I have a problem with,
And I'll be on that stage.
daughter-in-law, she used to mooch off of him, and he used to complain about her living off of him and all of these bad things. And he would talk about how, you know, her parenting styles and just everything, her relationship with his son. And he used to be so heavy into not liking this girl. And then today he snaps my head off when I say, hey, I'm having a panic attack. I'm getting kind of uncomfortable. I just need some reassurance before we walk in here and see your family.
I would just picture the GTA meme in my head. Here we go again.
If anybody was to ever turn to me and say, hey, Brooke, I need a little bit of reassurance in life right now. Like,
I could see her getting a buzz cut just to fight so no one can grab her hair. Makes her more aerodynamic as well.
I am feeling like I got two hands around my throat suffocating me. My anxiety is suffocating me. Can you please just give me some fucking positive words? I would knock it out the park like no tomorrow. Like, that's what I do. That's what I am for everybody else. And I'm sick of being that for everybody else. Like, and for people that want to see me fail. For people that want me to fucking fail. I tried to bring up the cheating from back in the day because he would
Yeah, that's a pleasant conversation to have.
go missing. He would go on like binges where he would like, I would be at home cooking, ready to see him. Like wintertime, it snows a lot in North Carolina. So I would
Wait, is this a story where she cooked for 3 days straight?
be like, I'm cooking. Do you want to come home and eat? Because he would be at the club for like 2 or 3 days on a binge. Okay. And here I am sitting in this beautiful $1 million house by
Just cooking.
myself. Cooking for myself, thinking that he's gonna come home and he's at the club stuck there. When I say stuck like he couldn't move, like in a crack phase or something, like he was stuck. And he would want me to come and get him, and I'm like, no, it's snow on the ground. You got yourself into this situation. Get yourself out. You've been over there at the club sleeping with all these girls behind my back.
When are you gonna come home and eat my dinner that I've made you that totally isn't poison?
Like, do you know what it feels like to be in a 5-year relationship with somebody and not even be able to go without a condom because you can't trust what they're doing? Like, and the whole time they're lying about it. I didn't even find out about half the cheating until I left him.
But then why would you have been telling him to wear a condom if you didn't know about it?
In the past 4 years, I've had 16 or 17 girls come to me over that, actually. I can only say that I know for a fact that he slept with at least half of them. But there's a lot more that are claiming that they were together and seeing each other behind my back. There's several that tell me that he was paying their bills, giving them money.
They were employed at the strip club, right? Like, your boss usually, pays your bills, like, because he pays you to do work.
Here I am thinking that he feels bad about all the things he's ever did to me.
Hey, Holly.
He can't even acknowledge them. When somebody can't take responsibility for their actions, when somebody is unable of talking about anything that deals with the future or the present or the past or anything, when they can't even get the words out of their mouth, just fucking run. Because that's a person, once again, that's surface level. They're not able to, their pride gets in the way. Well, his does. Not everybody. But a lot of people, their pride gets in the way. They don't want to say that they made a mistake. They don't want to say that they were wrong. They don't want to say that they fucked up. They don't want to say, I'm the bad guy, I messed up, you were right. A lot of people are completely incapable of doing that. To the point that it's debilitating for them, that they just shut down and go fucking...
We're getting to like these big fights with exes over who is right in their interpretation of the past, which really doesn't matter in this present moment.
Missing. Because they are confronted with taking responsibility for their actions. They're just unable to do that. They're not able to do it. A lot of people aren't. Like this kid. So, all right. So, long story short, it was
Lori, thank you for the thumbs up.
2012. I had a family member that forced me to go work in this guy's club. My family member told me that if I didn't go strip, that they were going to take my car and kick me out of the house. And
Well, you were broken up. This isn't a family member. That she calls him Uncle Randy, but it's not actually her uncle. She just does that for sympathy. But so your ex, you were just living at your ex's place, and he was like, you gotta like pay your way if you want to be here. I'm not just gonna pay your bills if we're exes. And then you were like, oh, I guess I gotta work at the strip club. And so then you went to go work at Dave's strip club, and then you were like, oh, I can just be, this is the better Randy. And then you kind of pit them against each other. Sandra, thank you for the ice creams.
And they had done this before, and that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. This has been a long time coming. I've had two people that used money to manipulate me. The first guy did it for 17 years. The second guy is this guy. And
Dude, hold on.
yeah, well, you got to learn. This is the mountain, boy. This is the mountain. Yeah, that means that this is the good old boy system. That's exactly what it means. You're part of the system now. You're Eve just like they are.
At Dboz super chatted $2. Happy Sunday fun day, tears of joy, purple heart, purple heart.
Thank you, Eddie Boss. Thank you for the 2. This is what I mean, though. 17 years with Randy, 13 years with Dave. That would put us at fucking 30 years old. You got with Randy when you were 6 or 7? Because she's 37 here, or 36. This is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. She is so bad at math. She's so disingenuous with the way she presents the narratives of her crap. Joey, thank you for the high five.
And it seems like I always fall back into these codependent relationships where I'm having to rely on others, and they financially take care. Not even, like, here's the thing. When I got to be careful about how I say this, because I make it sound like... Hey, listen! And it's annoying for me, because it's like, sir... First of all, do you think the queen of knowledge of perverts, do you think that I'm that dumb? They do. They're that dumb.
At Ryan Ambrose Q super chatted $4.99. So exciting. Victory hand, medium skin tone, light blue heart.
Oh, thank you for the 5, Ryan. So exciting.
I had any and everything I wanted to.
I
Absolutely
wonder
not.
when she started saying that. I haven't heard a so exciting through the whole Dave saga.
Did I have food in my mouth? Yes. Did I have to worry about being evicted out of my house? Yes. So yeah, I had a roof over my head, but I lived in fucking constant stress because at any moment this person can evict me out of this house. I mean, he can just call the law and throw me out because my name is not even on the lease. So it sounds like, hey, listen. This whole country is turned upside down. We're living in the ass backwards right now. We are truly living in the ass backwards. It's just crazy. We are living in the ass backwards. We're living in the ass backwards. It's just like, Jesus Christ. We're living in the ass backwards.
At Patty Cat Bebop super chatted $2.07. Going on and on, all cause she wants her AC done.
It's true, Patty. Thank you for the 3, and thank you, Chris, for the clock.
The best way I can describe it is I gave up my free will for money.
Living in the ass backwards.
I gave up my free will for money. I gave up my voice. I gave up my opinion. I gave up my strength, my fucking spirit. I let people...
You thought you could get unlimited heroin just by fucking an older guy every now and then, and you were like, that's a pretty sweet deal. Oh, and cars. And guns. She said guns one time. She said she had a bunch of guns. Yeah, you're just trying to find the easy way out of everything.
Manipulate and use me sexually for money, for survival. And a lot of people can't understand that. And I understand that because a lot of people are blessed.
She could never just walk away. She could never just drive away like she did here. She takes off whenever the fuck she wants. Like, you could have just left, dude.
But I wasn't, and I've never grew up blessed. But I met him at a strip club. I went in to become a bartender, and he asked me on a date. And I stripped one day and never was back in there. He never allowed me to dance in that club again or be in that club in that manner. You know, from the outside, it looks like he was taking care of me, but that's not the case. I was always stressed. My bills were always behind. If I didn't play his mental games and stroke his ego, then I don't even know what country that music was from. He was just going, I don't know what that is.
At Jen78 super chatted $4.99. Gotta jump on Dono Train Locomotive Purple Heart. Thanks, Steve. We love you. Smiling face with hearts.
Aw, I love you guys too. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for the 5.
I would absolutely be punished to the point to where I wouldn't even have $1 to feed
I forgot about that one.
myself.
The Christmas sound bites.
And in the background, I also had the family member that started this cycle of abuse for me in the background blackmailing me.
With what? What did you do for him to be able to blackmail you?
Like, it's crazy. Shit, I hope that's a firework. Yes, it is. What the fuck? That sounds so close. Y'all hear that? My PTSD, it tears my nerves up. Usually when I hear bangs like that,
Nah, I don't have Venmo. I got a PayPal, but I can't use any of the fancy apps. I think they're all American, like Cash App, Venmo. I can't remember what the other one is.
immediately, crank the truck, throw that bitch in drive, and take off. The amount of people that have no, like, survival instinct is unbelievable, because I'm telling you right now, like, there's been gunshots that I've heard before in parking lots, and I take off, and people will just be standing in the parking lot. What's that? What's that? Is that gunshots or fireworks? Who cares? Get the fuck out of there. What are you doing? I'm glad I'm not riding with you, Susan. We would have been dead.
Hey, James.
Oh, we would have been dead, Susan. No, I got some survival instincts now. My ass will take off. Anytime I hear a loud bang, I think it's gun.
At Johnny Landino super chatted $2. Dono train biceps.
Johnny, thank you for the 2. And Large Taco, thank you for being a member for 4 months.
Shots. Those cars that have the loud exhaust and they're just like so annoying. They're so annoying. I mean, they're cool, don't get me wrong, especially if it's a stick, it's fun. But they're so annoying. I think it's gunshots. They backfire. I'm actually not upset that I didn't have to go see his family, because the freaking stress, the masking, that's what I don't like, is the masking. Like, I don't know why I can't meet people that can be accepting of the fact that I've had...
How is she still in jail? She rejected the plea deal. She rejected it. I don't know. Take it to trial. The jury's gonna find me innocent. She's looking at 41 months now. We're looking at Brooke getting out early 2029 if they find her guilty and convict her to the fullest extent. So that's just silly to me. You could have taken the plea deal. Ryan, thank you for the duckling.
A hard life, and I've made mistakes, but I've turned it around. I don't know why I have to, like, lie. Like, when I worked at the winery, my boss was really, like, concerned about me telling customers about my past.
Yeah, because you were a drug addict and shit.
And I understand that it's a bad look to hire a felon, but at the
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, and the felonies.
same time,
I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, dude, don't tell the customers that.
she's a Democrat. Ain't that what they do? Ain't they the ones that be like, oh, we need to prison reform, rehire felons, like, we need to give felons more opportunities.
Yeah, but the felons don't just say, yeah, did you know that I'm a felon, by the way? That's not good for business. And most felons don't do that. Why would you be telling people this?
What the fuck? Yeah. But she was so concerned. She's like, oh God, you didn't tell so-and-so that you were a felon, right? No, I didn't. But if I did, it was 20 years ago. Like, what does it matter now? Why is it relevant now?
Maybe because they never came back or left a bad review or something. I don't want to be served wine by felons. Maybe there's some context clues.
I guess they're going to hold it against me until I can finally get an expungement. I mean, that's literally the only option that I have, is to pay the $10,000 and get an expungement, because obviously nowhere is going to hire me. I'm like up to, like, I don't even know, over a dozen McDonald's so far. They've told me that they can't hire me because their corporate office says that I'm a violent offender. So if nowhere is going to give me a job and I have to keep running back...
Can I get a glass of wine at Trauma Dump?
...back from club to club to club, I guess I need to come up with the money and work on getting an expungement. I guess that would probably be one of the first things I need to do.
What was that chimpanzee that ate that woman's face? That'd be like getting him to serve you wine. Maybe something bad will happen. She only stabbed 2 people and broke multiple people's arms. But now she's serving alcohol to people and taking shots.
You didn't grab me none, Bradley. You did not grab me any. I'm so mad right now. I walked to the neighbor's house and ate ham out of the fridge. Oops. Let's go, felon.
Oh, he beat a guy to death and you're still able to work at McDonald's? Well, then Brooke could probably... She claims that McDonald's said to stop applying there forever and that she's banned from ever working there. But I'm just skeptical about that, because why would they care that much? She can work like night shift cleaning crew at McDonald's or something.
Block that Steve idiot dude from YouTube.
That hate channel, that Steve guy. Steve's a bitch.
At Jill_PX super chatted $2.68. Howdy again. But she's still complaining.
How that you didn't read that right, Ashley. I said, howdy y'all, late again, but she's still complaining. Hey Jill, thank you for the 2.
I'll take a piece. Is it that honey ham with the crispy brown sugar on top? That's my favorite. I make a good honey ham, but I smoke mine with brown sugar. And vanilla. I'm a
What? Is that how you make honey ham, with brown sugar and vanilla?
cooker. Oh, so funny. And it's annoying for me because it's like, sir, first of all, do you think the queen of knowledge of perverts, do you think that I'm that dumb? They do. They're that dumb.
At Largetaco 710 super chatted $9.99. I was not manipulated into this donation.
Thank you, Large Saga. Thank you for the 10.
They're going to be like, why is there ham everywhere?
I don't know how to make... Did she say... She said smoked ham, right? I thought she said honey ham. I was assuming honey would be in honey ham, but I guess maybe you smoke ham with this brown sugar and vanilla.
That reminds me of like when I used to drink real heavy and go and sneak and eat in the middle of the night. Drunk, eat, after like drinking, go eat. I would wake up and the kitchen would be a mess, y'all. Like, I'd be like a 6-pack in and like 2 melatonins, okay? And wake up. I felt like I was
She just goes on about eating for like 10 minutes, so we're gonna go back to the AC.
really positive. I felt like, yeah, I was hot. I was fucking miserable because of my AC. But I was content. And I just feel like mentally this has set me back. It's probably going to set me back like a week or 2, you know, just like get my grounding again and figure out what I want to do. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, how can I put it into words to make it make sense? Pretty much if I just would have fornicated with this man, then everything would have been okay. I came here to look for a real relationship because we had a relationship in the past. And I was hoping that he was going to be capable of communication. That was my biggest thing. Like, I wanted to be able to talk about things that have happened in the past. I wanted to talk about the future. I wanted to focus on building something. I said, we can take it slow and see where things go. I said, if I get hired up there.
Block that Steve idiot dude from YouTube.
That hate channel, that
Ashley,
Steve
stop doing
guy.
doubles.
Steve's a bitch.
At Patty Cat Bebop super chatted $2.07. The AC not being fixed set her back weeks mentally.
Really? She said she just laid around for 2 days in the truck as well in some random parking lot, even though chronologically that doesn't make any sense. Thank you for the 3, Patty.
I said, it's only a short drive to your property. I said, if you want to try with us, then give me time. I need time. I can't just jump right back in your bed. I can't just move into your house. I can't just...
I don't think he was asking her to do any of that.
Go through that again, because that's me relinquishing my rights and my ability to take care of my well-being, because I know damn sure he ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna be taking care of him. I'm his fucking rock. The fucking dog won't even go out to piss if I'm not there. Like...
How has the dog been pissing all this other time? You're not in this guy's life. The dog doesn't even piss if I'm not there. She was there a day and a half.
You know, so like, I don't know. I just can't be that for anybody anymore. I have to worry about me. I have to start focusing on what is my well-being, and that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to see if we could have a relationship, but at the same time, I was trying to set boundaries. And the moment that I started to try to set boundaries is the moment that we started to have issues. My therapist said that it is impossible, it will never happen to be able to set a boundary with somebody who is a narcissist or carries the narcissist traits.
You mean like someone who just sits around talking about their own bullshit over and over and over for hours on end for like a majority of the day that they're awake? You know, like that kind of narcissist?
Now, I've said this before. I don't know if he's a narcissist. All I know is there's definitely a lack of empathy there. When someone is lacking empathy, when somebody can't come down to your level and put themselves in your shoes and understand where you're coming from, that's a lack of empathy. When they're cold and like,
I don't know, she starts swearing over here. I gotta skip ahead a bit because we're still not through the first one. There's like 2 other ones. I just want to get it to the point where she's like, yep, I got my AC fixed and now we're leaving Virginia. Because that's all Brooke came for, obviously.
The heat's been killing me, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta be pretty damn desperate to put up with this type of behavior. Like, seriously, like, that's how desperate I am, because I wanted to get my AC fixed. That's a huge part of it. But I was also hoping that, you know, I would come and this person would apologize to me and try to make amends with me, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to say sorry for being a shitface. Like, that would...
What? Just do it then. You don't need him to apologize for you to apologize. Just apologize to him.
Wasn't me. That was drugs. But you can't talk to people.
Steamed hams.
Some people are just incapable. They just have no fucking awareness. They don't realize how their actions impact other people. And I can't do anything about that. I can be a really shitty person and I can say some really shitty things. And most of the time that I say fucked up shit, it's absolutely because I'm trying to get a reaction. But I really wanted to know also if he would call the law on me. After he invited me here, and made me, with the intention of helping me, you're gonna call the law on me? He absolutely did.
They're smoking her weed vape that she's not supposed to have in Virginia, according to her.
And that tells you all about a fucking person's character that, I mean, that anybody should fucking know. I would never do that to somebody. Like, I don't think I've ever called the fucking police on anybody. I've never needed to. Who does that? First of all, I mean, if my house is getting robbed, if he had punched me in the face, hell, there was times where we did fight, and I never called the law on this man. Like...
You can't trespass him.
And
if you did, then he would have probably told you to get the fuck out. Right? So it's not, I don't know, it's his property. If he doesn't want you there and you're refusing to leave, he has the right to call, like, you told him to call the cops.
No, but I think it's a...
And you've called the cops over such mundane other bullshit, like the Dylan incident. Should I cue the Dylan incident where she called the cops on someone who wasn't even Dylan?
Bigger issue than that. There's so much more to it. If you knew the family and the history, I feel like there's more to it. Because like I said, I had a lot of anxiety about meeting his daughter-in-law who has bullied me in the past. This girl has made up lies about me. She's told people lies, whatever. People do that, you know. But I was telling him before we were leaving to go to the party, I said, hey, I'm having a lot of anxiety. I feel like I'm having a fucking panic attack. Can you just give me some reassurance? And he immediately starts screaming at me. Like, I don't know. It was a huge fight. And I said, or no, he...
Alright, I found it. It's just loading here. And then I'm gonna have to switch the things. Brooke calls. Yeah, hold up. Holman now. Holman. This is Brooke calling the cops over nothing. Just so we're all on the same page that Brooke is worse at calling the cops. You ain't got cops on me. I didn't even do anything. This person didn't do anything. The cops on Dylan for driving down the street from her, barely in eyesight.
Got a car coming. It's that Subaru. It's that Subaru.
See those lights down there? The car turned down at the lights and she's calling the cops.
Yes, ma'am. I'm on the corner. I have a stalker. I actually, work out, and I have a stalker that I've already had to file 2 reports on this week, and I just saw him go around the corner.
Are there any weapons involved?
No.
And where is he at now?
I have no idea. He actually went through the stoplight below me, and then turned, and I noticed that it was the same purple car, and I actually have...
Alright, and let me get his description. Is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He's a white male, 18 years of age with I don't see him right now.
And what was your name?
My name is...
Somewhere to lock doors and windows, and if he does arrive, do not let him in. Make a list of any dates, times, and previous incidences. We've already got this information in, so we've got an officer on the way as soon as possible. Just call us back if you get any new information, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. All right, well, another police report. Y'all, it's so funny.
Yeah, I don't think someone who's getting actually stalked would think it's so funny. Also, sorry about all the cuts. She kept muting and unmuting, so I just cut out the silent parts. But this is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck is this?
That guy in the Subaru, so I gotta make another report. I guess I'm just gonna have to file charges. You know, I really, you know, here, let me tell you, my frame of mind. Most of these children, most of these people that are doing this are kids. This boy's 18. I really don't want to mark these children and make them unhireable because I'm aware of what charging them brings, okay? You know, unfortunately, just like the last guy that was arrested, it looks like I'm going to be left with no choice but to get this kid arrested, you know? It's...
The last guy that got arrested was Jason. He got let out on bond, and then they dropped the charges because it was found that Brooke was not being stalked by him.
I honestly don't feel bad, you know? That's the choice they're making by not being capable of leaving me alone.
For driving down the street from you? Sorry, this pisses me off so much. Like, Brooke is just out looking for blood and wants to mess up kids' lives because she feels like she's been dealt a bad hand in life. Get over it, Toots. All while she's putting on this sweet, innocent demeanor like, I've done nothing wrong.
I've done nothing wrong in this situation.
Brooke calls the... So that's Brooke calling the cops on people for no fucking reason. So I don't really appreciate hearing this nonsense from her.
He's like, well, why? You've met my family before. Why are you got anxiety?
Yeah, why? You're the one who wanted to come here.
Some people have no, I mean, think about that. I'm just envisioning it myself. I'm telling you I have an anxiety and you start, why do you have anxiety? Well, now you're giving me more anxiety and my throat feels like it's closing up. Because now you're making me doubt my feelings. You're not saying, hey, you know, and I even told him this. I said, this is the first time I'm actually ever meeting your family. I know that I've met your family 5-6 years ago, and I know that I knew them for...
You were going on about your extended family and stuff. Now you're saying you didn't even know them? Poor Dave. He just didn't want to micromanage Brooke's bullshit.
For this amount of time, but I have not seen them since I got clean, and they've never seen me sober. So this is huge for me. It's like I'm first meeting your fucking family again because I'm sober.
Because I'm not high as shit.
Because before I wasn't. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a big deal to me if I'm meeting a dude's family. Like, even if I've met them before, so much has changed and so many things have happened. And it just caused me anxiety. And I got no validation. It was a fucking argument. And then he's like, well, why? And I say, oh, well, it's your daughter-in-law, you know, because of things that have happened in the past, things that she says. And he immediately went for my throat. He immediately went for my throat.
What, like, he put hands around your throat, or you're talking about metaphorically?
He turned, he pivoted around, started running towards me, and got right in my face and said, you don't talk about her.
So metaphorically.
Weird.
Weird? Weird, he just kept pushing his buttons and he finally snapped? Yeah, that's really weird, huh?
Weird. Is that your wife or your daughter-in-law? Because I'm a little super freaking confused now. I thought all I had to worry about was your lack of emotion. Now I'm worried about your relationship with
It's either too much emotion or not enough emotion.
this lady. Because just 3 years ago, you ragged on her, talked about how she was a gold digger with your son. You've never spoke any nice word about her, to be frank. And then all of a sudden today, it's a whole different story when you're living right down the road from them. Like, I don't understand people, and I'll never know. I'll never understand it.
That's what I'm saying. It's really bad when Brooke, who is telling her side of the story, obviously through her perspective, is making me be on Dave's side. She should be making us be on her side if she's... It's just bad. I don't know if I'm saying it. I'm not saying it very well.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
He takes everything personally. People that have a lot to hide, they take things personally. People that can't take responsibility for their actions, they take things personally. So weird. And then he sends the bitch to my face. That was the best part. when we were arguing, I wouldn't answer or something. We were arguing, he wouldn't answer. I don't know. He sends her, the girl that I'm talking about, his daughter-in-law, over on a go-kart to talk to me. Are you serious? You're going to send the girl that's bullied me, that's talked shit about me, berated me, you're going to send her over here to be a hostage negotiator to get me to come to the party? Like, what are you doing right now? I tell you that somebody has been mean to me, that it makes me feel uncomfortable and nervous to try to go around them, and you send them over to talk to me instead of coming and talking to me yourself. That's the type of man he is. Like, that's another thing. Like, I confront things head on. If I have a problem, I'm going to come to you and say, hey, I got a problem. Some people ain't like that. They run and they hide and they tuck their tail and they hide.
You drove off. Remember? You drove off and pretended you were broken down, and then came back, and then drove off again, and then came back again with your makeup done up.
Hide in their little cave like a coward, and they never confront anything
Hide in your little truck like a coward in Planet Fitness's parking lot.
in life head on. And I can't do that. I can't do it. I feel like even when I was shooting heroin, I still kept some kind of moral compass about me, and I tried to be a decent human. I never stole from anybody to support my drug habit, which is huge, because that's literally like the #1 way of income for people to get heroin is theft. And I never stole, ever. And go ask somebody if I stole from them. Like, you'll never find a human that'll say, oh yeah, she screwed me over, she did this to me, she did that to me. You'll never.
There's a fucking laundry list of people who would say that about her, but okay.
About talking about real things. He's not the type of guy that goes to a party and, you know, I don't know, reminisces with his family on Christmas. He's not that type of guy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. He's not deep. He's not emotional. He's more hee ha ha, like kind of comic. Like, he's kind of animated, like the Joker of the party type of person. He's not a serious guy. He, you know, and maybe that works for him.
Like Heath Ledger?
He's happy being that. Good for him. But I need to have real conversations. I need to know, you know, I want to talk about things. Just like the other day, I told him, I said, I have some concerns about my taxes. I said, I wish that you could really help me out with this. Like, I don't want him to file my fucking taxes. I want him to tell me what I need to do to help myself. Do I need to go
look it up online?
Hire an attorney? Do I need to go to H&R Block? Do I need to...
Yeah, hire an attorney for the taxes, really?
You know, what do I need to do? And, you know, you would think a man who's in his late 50s, who works for the government, who owned multiple businesses, you would surely think that he would know which direction to point me in. And there comes a point where there's only so many times you can ask for guidance and ask for help, and he tells me no. There's only so many times where I realize that he doesn't want me to succeed. I have land sitting up in North Carolina that I could
you don't have land.
Absolutely have rental properties on. And we've talked about this since 2019, 2018, when I actually bought the land. And you know, anytime I bring it up, it's like, oh, well, that's in North Carolina now. But when we were in North Carolina, he was saying, oh, well, COVID might affect that. You might not be able to get the building permits and do this, 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 and this. So it was one story when we were in North Carolina while we couldn't develop this land and I couldn't build a business for myself out of something that I already had invested in. And now it's a whole nother story now that we're in Virginia. And I pay attention to things like this because, like I said, I've been in 2 different relationships where it was financially based and it was codependency at its finest. And both of them was this way. It was always broken promises. I mean, for 17 years, I tried to get on my feet. I tried to get a degree. I kept going back to school. I've been to school so many freaking times. Do you know how hard it is to work a full-time job and go to school full-time? It's so hard. People that have the luxury of being able to just breeze through college with mom and daddy's assistance are so blessed.
We're skipping way ahead. She's just been going on forever. She's going to bitch about Dave for 3 hours, literally. Look, it's nighttime. She's still going to be going on, but like I said, we have to keep things moving. This is insane.
Reframing the way that I say things. So my uncle,
hey Scott,
we got in an argument when I moved back from Florida in October of last year.
So this is Randy.
And he absolutely came at me and pinned me against, y'all, I was so surprised. This man's like 82 years old. And this is what I was talking about earlier. When I say they get old, they get defiant, they get crazy, they forget things.
They're done with your shit, dude.
The older they get, the more stubborn they become. And I've seen a lot of old people get straight up crazy and try to fight people in their old age. I mean, it's crazy. I'm not putting my hands on anybody. I ain't got time to be fighting nobody.
Brooke, you went to jail for stabbing 2 people, and you broke your kid's arm off the bleachers, and you broke your other kid's arm. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, I don't even know what else to say other than shut the fuck up.
That's crazy. So, anyways, freaking, we're arguing, and he slams me up against the freaking living room door. And I was so surprised at the force as to which he hit me, but he is a big man. He's like a 300-pound man, and he's like tall, you know, like over 6 foot tall. And so, but his age, I never thought that an 80-year-old man could slam me around like that. Like, he still had spirit in his heart, I'll tell you that much. But all jokes aside, the son of a bitch got me pinned down on the ground. I was in a silk bathrobe.
Yeah, when I'm talking about assault, I like to throw jokes in there.
That's important. Because he wanted to humiliate me. He absolutely wanted to humiliate me. So he gets me down on the door jamb of the door. Like, I slid all the way down in the door. I can't get up. And, he's just got me down and fucking swinging on me. He's bent over, swinging on me, and I'm in the floor kicking, trying to get away. Like, I'm kicking up, trying to get him off of me, and I absolutely kicked him in the face. And he started bleeding, and he gets mad, and then pulls me by the hair. And before I knew it, I'd finally gotten up, and I ran to my room, and I called 911. And this is the only time.
And then they tried to arrest her because she had no marks on her. Randy had a bleeding nose. So I don't even know if Brooke just like punched Randy in the face and then called the cops, because she was just saying earlier how easy it would be to fucking throw someone in jail, and she was reminiscent on it. I don't know, dude, but I do know that if someone did that to me, I wouldn't keep going back over to their fucking place and expecting them to help me.
Any time I've ever called 911, like, for any situation like this, like, I have had men hit me before, but under different context, and it was more out of nowhere than this. Like, this was still out of nowhere. Like, I didn't expect for him to fucking throw me against the damn
Slash Sims, thank you for the ketchup chips.
door. But anyways, it's not normal for me to be in, like, physically abusive relationships.
And that chili.
It's usually mentally, emotionally, and financially abusive. But I have been hit by more than one person, and I've hit more than one person. I've not been an angel. And I think that I make that perfectly clear. But
And the gold coin.
his nose started bleeding because I'd accidentally kicked him in the nose.
I accidentally kicked him in the nose. I think for the Star 2 sessions.
And I run to my room. I call 911. I tell them, I'm like, hey, I'm having a dispute with this guy out here. And I'm like, y'all know who I am. Y'all know who he is. Blah, 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 blah. And the reason I said that was because
Because we're delinquents and we get fucking caught by police all the time.
to be on probation multiple times. I was on probation like 10 times before I stopped getting in trouble about 8 years ago. So, freaking... And it's actually been longer than that. It's probably been about 10 or 12 years since I've been in trouble, but
Amanda, thank you for the star.
I lose count. So anyways, the cops show up, and they threatened to take me to jail. They sure did. They said, well, it looks like you have a record. And he says that you hit him. And I said, well, that's just not true.
You did. You kicked him in the face, according to you.
I said, that's not true. I said, why would I attack him? What?
Just like you weren't driving on the wrong side of the road, or you weren't at the school. I didn't go to the school. You were at the school, though. I didn't intentionally go to the school.
Motive do I have? And you know, the thing is these very cops knew. They knew about the whole situation.
Devin, thank you for the soccer trophy.
Everybody in the county that I've been in has knew that this man essentially moved me into his house when I was underage. And, you know, I mean, everybody knows it. Everybody knows that he was a 50-something-year-old man luring young girls onto his property. and using them. And some of the girls selling over state lines. Everybody knew, well, except for me at the time. I didn't find out for a long time. It was probably about 6 months. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, so you knew then after 6 months. You still stayed for years.
this is the way that, like, people manipulate. He used money. Like, he got me a car and made me feel like I had freedom, you know? Like, I had transportation.
You do. You drove all the fuck over the place. Okay, so like before she was on YouTube, right? Was Randy just paying for all this gas and all of her excursions and shit? Like, where'd this 40 grand come from? She said she sold a tiny home, but I don't even know if that's real, right? Did Randy just bankroll her and was like one day, I'm not doing it anymore. You figure your own shit out. Then she's like, fine, I'll go on YouTube. There's been streams where she's like, I called Randy and I showed him the numbers. I said, it's coming, I'm gonna sue you. Because she had like 4 million views or something.
And, yeah, it's just manipulation. You know, like when he agreed to sell me my land, I'm thinking that he cares about my future. You know, the whole reason that I moved back out there was to help take care of my uncle, to be there for my family.
It's not your uncle.
What family I thought I had. I would have never put a house out there if I didn't plan to either live out there or rent that property. I wouldn't have invested 3-4 years of, you know, those payments into paying that property off if I thought I was just going to have to sell it. It really sucked to have to sell it, but that was part of his intention. Like I said, he sold me land to make me think, because he knew if he didn't sell me land, then I was going to go off and marry somebody and create.
You had 2 kids with 2 separate guys. He wasn't holding you hostage or anything. You know, you did that anyways.
Create a happy life and be gone. So it was just
And instead of like churning your shit around, you still kept Randy in your life and you still kept doing drugs, and then you got your kids taken.
enough manipulation for me to stick around to think that I would be able to live in my own house on my own land. And in all actuality, I didn't even have any power and water out there because I got shitted on that.
Her kids must be so embarrassed if they like watch this at all. Look at my mom, look at my fucking idiot mom, dude.
There's so much, I can't even put into words how manipulation works. Like, I can see it now. I can identify it when I'm in it now. When I have someone trying to gaslight me or make me feel something that I know that I don't feel or something like that, then I can recognize it now. I didn't used to be able to do that. I used to feed into it and actually believe the lies that these people were telling me.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've been doing really good as far as like just being positive, and I'm going to continue to do that. And I just find it very interesting that every person I come in contact with is incapable of just saying, you know what? Yep, you're right. We were horrible to each other back in the day. I'm glad that we made it through that, and I'm glad that we can turn over a new leaf. And I promise that I will never cheat on you again. It's sad that the bare minimum.
Why would he even be thinking of that if you guys aren't together?
It's too much.
I'm never gonna cheat on you again. Yeah, it's pretty easy if you're not together.
Nowadays. The bare minimum. Those conversations are not to be had. But, you know, it's not even just him. I don't want to put it all on one guy. There's a lot of people like this. There's a lot of women that are like this, too. They're incapable of being just real. Oh, fucking fireworks. Hell, half the women I know aren't even living in reality. I mean, I'm a little crazy, but at least I'm in fucking reality.
I don't think you are, but okay. We're gonna skip to the end here. I don't know if she says anything more about that.
I'm not gonna be stressing. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna go to work, and I'm not gonna let anything or anybody stop me from going to work ever again. I love you guys. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all be careful tonight. Don't be drinking and driving. Watch out for deer.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I just want to see. Is the next day... What stream is this one?
Planet Fitness was closed when I got there. I'm trying to put some shorts on. It's so hot. I've got to get my window covers down.
Okay, so this is the day after. Just gonna search for AC, because I think, if I'm remembering right, Oh god.
Any intention of fixing my AC.
I'll put it a little bit back.
I lay here and think about everything that's took place this week, the more I think that it was all a setup.
It was a setup.
I don't think that he ever had.
You tried to fucking bamboozle a guy into paying for your AC, and it ends up working, but it wasn't a setup from him.
Any intention of fixing
Your setup didn't work the way you wanted it to, or as quickly, I guess.
my AC. I think that he was trying to do the bare minimum to get laid. Absolutely. I don't think he ever had any intention of doing the right thing, which was what the whole reason I came up here was to get my AC fixed. Like, that was our whole agreement. He said, let me help you. I said, okay, that would be great. And like I told him, I have an insane incapability for asking for help. And I keep it that way for a reason. Y'all, when I tell y'all, look at this. Look at how bad I look. Tendencies and abuse. I mean, it's abuse. It's what it is. And he absolutely was expecting me to sleep with him to get my AC fixed. And he absolutely wanted to go show me off and parade me around his fucking family like we are good. Like, he has not damaged my life to the point to where some of it can't be fixed.
I've never heard a person bitch so much about getting money. Like, what?
You don't have an identity. You're not a person. You are a piece of property that is to be owned by a narcissist. So I'm trying to debate what to do today. I have an appointment to get my AC fixed tomorrow here in Virginia. I think that it's best for me to keep that appointment and go ahead and fix my AC, and so that's why I'm still hanging out in Virginia. But I've been looking at the Pennsylvania, Maryland area for work because it's not that far.
Pennsylvania?
I can literally make it into Baltimore in
You can't be homeless in Pennsylvania. At least that's what James tells me.
like 2 hours. Now Baltimore is not that safe of a city. However, they do have they have 1 or 2 gentlemen's clubs in the area. There's Virginia Beach, a place called Mermaids, Rick's Cabaret in New York. There's several places that I could check out, but I wait until Sunday to get my AC fixed. So for the next 2 or 3 days, I'm essentially sitting around here. And also Sunday, I don't know if I might have a bigger problem because he was supposed to keep my car overnight until Monday morning.
Oh, how's that gonna work?
You know that I told him on the phone, the mechanic, when I was calling about getting my AC fixed, I said, hey, I have a built-out sleeper van. And he's like, oh, our shop won't fit that. And I said, no, it's a standard 1500 Silverado truck. I said, it's a brand new truck.
So why'd you say van? Why do you call helicopters airplanes as well?
But it has no back seat. And he's like, well, I don't know the laws on that. And I'm like, God damn, people are really dumb, ain't they? I said,
shit that Brooke does not even need to bring up. Shit, well, I don't even know why she's telling them this.
you're not listening to me. It is a regular standard fucking truck. The only difference is I took the back seat out and I put a bed in here. I said it's still road legal. I just had my inspection done. I had to say this and keep reiterating this because he did not understand what I was saying.
Do you understand why he was telling you that? Why you were telling him this?
You would think a mechanic has saw someone who's lived out of their car before, converted their car into a house on wheels.
I figured that most people who would convert a car like that to live in it would probably have some knowledge of modifying their car attachments. They probably do their own mechanical work. It's my assumption.
Serious conversation about anything. Nothing. So I wanted to see.
Hey Michelle, sorry, I've been skimming through the transcript for just mentions of the AC at this point, so if there's any nefarious happening in there, I apologize.
Where it went. I was trying to take things slow. I said, I will come up and visit you. And he also said that he was going to fix my AC. That was absolutely manipulation, why he agreed to that. Now, the outside...
Why he agreed to you asking if he Can you fix your AC?
People are going to say, oh, well, he was trying to be nice to her by fixing her AC. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was trying to be nice, but you're a very hard person to be nice to.
No. He was going to fix my AC in hopes of getting laid.
How about you just stop asking men for shit then?
Period.
How about that?
Why do I want to sleep with a man?
Instinctively, Chelsea, thank you for the clock.
That in order for him to help me, I have to sleep with him. That's not a stable relationship. That's not fucking normal. That's gross. And I can't do that when I'm talking to you guys. So I might have to break down and get a new phone depending on what my AC is going to cost me on Sunday. Hell, it gets so hot that my phone stops working, and I'm going down the highway in the middle of like DC, you know, and like.
Yeah, but when the AC's fixed, it won't get hot, right? So what's the point of getting the new phone? Just to waste even more money and find new creative ways to spend money?
My phone just stops working. You know how scary it is to be on the road and not have GPS in a dangerous major city? Like, that's just something that you can go ahead and prevent that from happening by having a good phone plan and always having data on your phone before you move into your vehicle. I would absolutely say that you're...
Okay, she goes, blah, 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 blah. When does it get fixed? She's sitting there, I think she's eating Panda Express
I had
here.
to switch over phones because for some reason this McDonald's doesn't have Wi-Fi. That's becoming a
She mentioned AC at all here.
you know, and it's literally like you go and you connect and then it kicks me off once I start my live. So I don't know what's going on. Call me crazy. I do be thinking that shit. Oh, now it says that access point is full, saying that there's too many people on the Wi-Fi. Do y'all see anybody in the parking lot?
Oh, I passed one of them.
First of all, I wonder if that's them two bitches that like to just hit me head on. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I feel so lightheaded. I definitely need to find some AC. Whew. Oh yeah. Don't feel bad for me. I mean, the heat is hot, and it does suck that I drove up here with the intention of getting my AC fixed. You know, that was the whole point of me coming. So that does suck.
That was the whole point of her coming. Not to see the family. Not to try to rekindle or whatever the fuck else. It's just for the AC.
Son of a bitch lied to me. But it's not the first time. Hell, if you go back, I've had so many people lie to me. People that offer to do things for me, and then at the last minute they change their mind because I won't behave like they want me to behave. I don't know who they thought they were dealing with. Everybody's known that I've been this way my entire life. Don't you think I'd be damn...
Remember when you were like, oh, I thought Dave maybe changed. Maybe he thought you maybe changed.
every year.
She literally said before that she has changed as well. So there's that too.
No, and
I'm the same person.
it's not that. It's another part. It's not the AC charged yet. I actually went and got them to put Freon in it. I paid $100. I actually tipped them $40 and paid $60 for the Freon. And less than 10 hours later, it was completely out of Freon again. So I most definitely have a leak, but it could also be my AC compressor. Now, if that's it, then I'm completely screwed. I'll never be able to get it fixed because that's like $1,300 for the cheap one. For a 2010 model, mine's a brand new truck, so it would probably be double if not triple of that. I have no idea. I'm just assuming because I know every time that I've bought a new car, those parts are more expensive than older cars.
What is happening?
Yeah, it is. And you see a lot of the younger generation, Moonrise, that are doing this. And that just breaks my heart. Like, I don't know, man. When I moved out on my own, I moved into this big ass party house with all of my friends and stuff. And so, you know, my best friend that owned the house, it was actually his mother that owned the house. It was a 3-story mansion, and it used to be the mayor's house back in the 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And you know what? It might have been the 50s.
What?
He was the mayor, and that was his great grandfather. It was.
Is this what Dave told you?
My friend's great grandfather owned this beautiful, and it was actually.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about Dave's house for a second. I had to go and do something inside there.
4 stories because it had a basement that was a whole downstairs area that had its own kitchenette and everything. So it had 2 kitchens,
So blah, 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 blah,
4
blah.
stories, including the bottom basement. And it had this beautiful courtyard that opened up from the very bottom basement, these big double doors. And you could walk out in this gated courtyard. They had built this beautiful, beautiful trellis out of brick. I mean, it was just a gorgeous house. But I moved into that house. That was one of the first houses I ever moved into, like, on my own. And I had a group of friends, and I don't know what we would have done if Ryan's mama didn't own that house, because Ryan was just he was doing the same shit I was. So, it wasn't like he was paying the power around that motherfucker, but he was definitely profiting off of it because he would rent the rooms out.
All right, Brooke. Get back on track.
So I got charged with 2 counts of attempted murder when I was 18 years old.
She was 21. She loves dropping it down to make her look like, I was just a sweet little angel and I didn't know what I was doing. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, you weren't. You were in your 20s.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, the donation thing. And I also, I don't know. I don't know. I asked my ex to help me fix my AC, and I went through hell for a week trying to get it fixed, and it never got fixed. And
Attempted murderer, not an actual murderer.
what kills me about that
She only stabbed 2 girls like a bunch of times. They had to be airlifted to have their lives saved.
is even asking for help. I knew better. I shouldn't have asked him for help because he ain't reliable. He ain't never been reliable, and that's why I left his ass. So.
You got evicted, Brooke. You did not leave him.
Yeah, my felony charge. So I got charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. They later dropped it after, after my uncle paid for a $70,000 attorney. If it was not for the fact that I had access to money through the people that I knew at the time, I would still be in prison. I did altogether 5 years. And I went to prison twice for that one thing. I violated probation. I couldn't behave. Listen, I was an 18-year-old kid with no parental guidance.
You were not 18 years old, and you had tons of other priors. Why are we making up shit, Brooke? It's all on record. It's publicly available to people.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying that I was dumb. And
yeah, you're definitely dumb.
Then, years later, maybe 2-3 years later, I got possession of heroin. So that's another felony. And like I said, these drugs.
And possession of cocaine and other stuff. Traffic, cop chases and stuff. So she doesn't mention the AC anymore in this stream. I'll let her finish her reminiscing about her criminal days, and then we'll skip to the next one. It's the next one, I think. Hold on, let me just check real quick here. I don't think the next one, but the one after that is where she gets the AC fixed. Maybe. We'll see.
Drug offenses, those are the ones that they look down on, really, that and the violent offense, because they consider me a violent offender. We are the hardest people to hire. I'm up there with somebody who actually committed murder. That's how they look at it.
Well, and the child abuse charge, too. So drugs, child abuse, terrible driving record, and attempted murder. That's not really looking too great, huh?
And in all actuality, I wouldn't hurt a fly because I don't want to go back to jail.
That's the only reason she wouldn't hurt someone, is because she doesn't want to go back to jail. Otherwise, she would totally go stab someone.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got bond money either, honey. I ain't got time for that. I ain't been to jail in almost 10 years. Yeah, I did 5. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of bars going out of business because the bartenders are stealing, and that's what I'm saying.
All right, cool. So she's gone about bars now, and the fan blowing in our ears.
Y'all, today's the day. Today's the day.
Today's
Sunday.
Today's the day, you guys, that she gets her AC fixed. Dave pays for it.
Hey. I need to brush my teeth. I have to find my toothbrush first. There's one. I'm getting my AC fixed today, hopefully, if everything goes as planned. and they have all of the parts and everything I need. I'll finally get my AC fixed today. However, having it fixed.
What are we gonna bitch about now? What are we about to bitch about with the AC being fixed?
It'd be great to have the option to not die when I need the AC, like yesterday when it was 105 heat index out here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna bitch about having it fixed.
Or the other day it was 100.
I thought she was gonna be like, then I'm gonna have to worry about being too cold or wasting more gas or something.
12 degrees. It'd be nice just to have the option of AC if I want it. So, I hope that they can fix it. He wanted me to drop it off. That's another thing. They needed to keep it overnight. So I don't know if that's going to mess his plan up in fixing it, because I have no way for him to keep it overnight. I live in it, so I have to have it to sleep in tonight. He wanted it dropped off and picked back up on Monday morning. So I don't know if that's going to interfere with me getting it fixed. There's a good chance that I show up and he says, can't do it, because they need to keep it for 24 hours. There's about a 50% chance that that'll happen, and I have no way to do that. So either he can fix it today while I'm there waiting, or it just ain't gonna get fixed by him. All right, toothpaste. I can't believe they made a car appointment to fix AC on a Sunday afternoon, first of all.
Block that Steve idiot dude from YouTube.
That hate channel, that Steve guy. Steve's a bitch.
At Ryan Ambrose Q super chatted $4.99. She thinks attempted MRDER is not that bad. In actuality, she tried and she failed. Loser cucumber sandwich.
That's right. Loser cucumber sandwich. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for the 5.
But whatever. I swear to God, if they're able to fix my AC, I will hug everybody in that damn Firestone.
Ew, no, you've been all gross in your car for like 3 or 4 days with no AC. Don't hug anybody.
Like, I'm talking, I'm gonna be crying. Like, can I give you a hug? Over some fucking AC. This heat ain't nothing to play with. You want to die? Come sit out here for a day and a half in the heat. It won't take long.
But did you die? Bro?
Year before last, I moved to Florida, and that's when my AC broke. So I was living out of the Florida heat for about a year until my AC broke. And things were going good. I had a job in Florida. I was running a Billards. I, really loved my job there. But my AC broke last summer down in Jacksonville, Florida, and I actually came back to get it fixed, but it didn't work out like that, and I ended up quitting my job and moving back. And I moved back into my car in October. So it's been a while. It's been over a year. But
Blah, 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 blah.
But I'm going to run, you guys. I got a lot to do. I definitely need to clean this car up before I drop it off at the shop for them to fix my AC, because it is a mess. I did laundry yesterday, and
Amari, thank you for the sparkles.
I was trying to decide if I was going to keep this fan, so I kept the box because I do like it. I don't know. It's just something else to fucking keep up with, and something else to keep charged, and something else to cause me a headache, you know? But I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a good Sunday. It's hot out here. Y'all don't forget, stay hydrated, drink you some Gatorade. Today is not the day to be outside touching grass. It's an AC kind of day.
No, dude, 90 plus is outside weather.
But yeah, happy late 4th to everybody. I hope everybody had a good 4th the other day on Thursday, and I hope everybody's staying in positive spirits. You know, if you think it, then you start to feel it, then you start to believe it. So just think positive, and good things will happen. And I'm gonna catch y'all on another one, and I'm praying for y'all, and pray
for me, 'cause I'm praying for y'all. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm getting ready for bed. I just made it back to North Carolina. I'm so glad. I actually made it. So
this was the same day. And I believe the AC fixed at this point, and then she says that what's his face paid for. I'll see if I can find the timestamp.
In good time. But I also didn't stop but once. So I didn't stop but one time. I stopped at Planet Fitness. I'm so glad I got my AC fixed. It feels so much better in here. And I'll be able to actually... Don't forget to lock my truck. Let me tell you, when I was getting my AC fixed today, I guess they just thought I was made of money, as if I wasn't spending over $1,000 anyways. He come in there, he said, you know, your door's off the hinges.
You mean Dave spent over $1,000?
I said, is it on the ground? He said, no. I said, then don't worry about it. Like, what do you want me to do? He said, your door is coming off the hinges. I looked out the bay window. I said, is it on the ground? He said, no. I said, then leave it alone. A while ago that I just received a text message from, or it was a voicemail from the car dealership where they fixed my AC. It says in there, it says that they cleaned something for $10 that I didn't ask them to do, which is fine. It's just like scammy, you know? Something about some debris somewhere. They charged me $10 to clean out some leaves and debris. So I had cookies yesterday, so we ain't eating cookies tonight. But I will take an egg roll if they got one. I like those egg rolls from Walmart. I do. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. More than anything, I'm grateful that I have AC. And, you know, I keep battling my head. I'm like, why would that son of a bitch do that? You know why? It's part of the manipulation.
Him paying for the AC is manipulative.
Like, oh, I'm not a bad guy.
After she bitched nonstop for 4 days. She got there on the 3rd. She got it fixed on the 7th. So just nonstop bitching about the AC for that long. Manipulation, yeah.
See, I still did this for you. I didn't even see him. He paid over the phone with a credit card.
Yeah, I didn't want to see your ass.
Or a debit card or whatever.
He's like, if this means I never have to contact her again, I never have to hear from her again, then just get her out of here.
But what's crazy to me is I walk up in there like I know somebody because he told me to tell him. And they're like, we don't know who that is. I wanted to die. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. No, yeah, you wouldn't. People will have you out here looking like a fool. And I'm fucking naive.
I would have done worse than that. So this is basically, this is the end of the Brooke Dave AC saga. She's now back in North Carolina where Randy is. Her excursion to Virginia to get the AC fixed was successful after a lot of bumps in the road, you could call them. But that's it. Do you want to hear the rest of what she did? I think, how much longer is this one? There's 9 minutes left of whatever this is, and then I'm gonna pack it up.
I'll be like, sure. Oh God.
Could you imagine if it stopped working a week or two?
If I could have one meal right now, pizza. I could definitely go for a slice of pizza. I feel like
It's definitely a deep cut. None of these streams got 1,000 views or over. This one, I'm surprised this one got 800 views. That's the highest one I've seen. All the other ones were like 400 to 600 views.
we were talking about that the other day, and now I've wanted pizza. I almost drove my ass to High Point just to go to Blue Rock Pizza, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that because I don't need to eat all that cheese.
I'll be back, Michelle. I'm doing B-sides tonight. James Soroka graced us with a 45-minute live stream where he called me a bunch of crazy stuff. Said he would do the game show, but then cut all contact with me, so I can't. How is he going to do the game show then? and we got to get caught up on Foodie Beauty.
I will eat the whole pizza. I'm not exaggerating. In fact, listen, I eat like a bird, but you give me a damn large pizza, and I can eat that whole thing to the face. I don't even know how. There's like 8 hours in a night, one slice an hour. Like, wake up in my sleep eating pizza. Sure will. That's why I don't buy it, because I will. I ate a whole pizza when I was at Lake Wiley. Ate a whole pizza when I was at Lake Wiley. A whole pizza. I think it was 10 small pieces, but it was like a whole pizza. And it's pretty cool. I don't know. I just feel dumb sometimes because like I can't connect with technology like other people can. I don't know, man. It just
Talking about her Harvard classes.
I read something and then I have to read it again and then I have to fucking read it again and then I get frustrated because I done read it like 6 times and my brain still don't comprehend. And I don't know, I just have to have things explained to me in a certain way for me to grasp them. And I don't know, it's just difficult. You know what else confuses me? It's timelines when it comes to history. When they say,
I know you don't even know your own timeline.
like, oh, World War One, this, the Vietnam War, that war. That's hard for me to grasp, especially when they talk about like the Empire, the Roman Empire. Like,
She has trouble learning about the Roman Empire, you guess. Instinctively, Chelsea, thank you for the laughing disco ball.
like I'm like, what year was that? Was that AD? Was that BC? Was that, you know? It's hard to grasp history timelines for me and math.
I'm sure there's been tons of situations where the Brooke's knowledge of the Roman Empire would have saved her life.
Yeah.
Or gotten her out of a sticky situation.
So that's what I'm sucking at right now. And reading. I mean, I'm a good reader,
I'm stuck in at schoolwork and reading.
guys. And thanks for getting ready for bed with me. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna eat my snack and take my ass to bed and cut these lights off. I normally don't sit around here with lights on because it's dangerous, but it's still a little light outside. It's just now getting dark. So you see out there? Nope. Okay. But I love you guys and y'all be safe and I will catch y'all on the next one and pray for me because God knows I need it and I'm praying for y'all. Bye, y'all.
All right, that's it for Brooke. Thank God we got through it. All right, so I don't know if we're doing Brooke tomorrow. The the Brooke streams drive me a little crazy nowadays. But we will continue the journey that I haven't seen in the videos though. Eventually, one of these days. Tonight's B-sides. And that's about all I got planned. I don't know if I'm doing anything else. Probably nothing else in between B-sides and now. I have to do some other editing stuff for something else. But if I am around and bored, then maybe I'll do a members only thing. I will see you guys later though. I hope you guys had a great day or having a great weekend. I hope your 4th of July was great. And be safe out there. I don't know what else to say. Toodles for now.